Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to another exciting stream. Alright, let's take a look here. See how many of you we have. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you've not yet clicked the like button, I know there's one of you. I know you want to click that like button. Go ahead and click that like button. You're getting live images from the capital of Ukraine right now, Kiev, where it sits at about 3:53 a.m. in the capital right now. As you can see, we're looking at, we're awaiting those final moments of the breakdown. It appears that today, Alice, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope you've clicked the like button already. If you haven't, do that. I know, guys, we missed out on yesterday. We wanted to stream yesterday, but as we kind of got busy with other things in life. 7 of you and 2 like. Oh, welcome to the stream for all of you that are joining new right now. It's about 4 a.m. in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Pretty dark night, but we will keep you posted as to the latest that's happening in the capital. Another exciting day. I don't know if you guys watched that. Welcome, RuneScape Original. Thank you for joining the stream. Game Changer. America is with y'all. Thanks, Game Changer. For 6 likes. 4 more likes until we get to 10 likes, guys. Let's do the push. Let's do the grind. You guys know. Let's take a look. Again, you guys are seeing live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, right now. It's about 4 a.m. and about 4 more hours until the curfew is lifted. So we're getting close to these final hours of the night. And I will be giving you the latest updates as to what has happened, what's likely to happen, some analysis, and maybe we'll have a bit of a debate. But I thought I saw a light there at the bottom left corner. So you guys are getting images and video from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. There's 14 of you and 6 likes. Let's get 4 more likes, guys. I know you can do it. So we will keep you posted as to the latest that is happening in the capital right now. So right now, Russia and Ukraine are making some progress in terms of the negotiations. Supposedly, there's a bit of some agreement, and but there are some critical points that they're still in argument about. If they reach an agreement, supposedly Russia will stop the war. But again, right now they've surrounded the city of Kiev. Right, the city of Kiev is surrounded right now from all sides, including the south. One of the major Russian forces has now closed off the south. There's still some stuff coming in and out, so this is under the kind of the monitoring of Russian forces. But yes, the big convoy that we were awaiting has approached the south of the capital, Kiev. Guys, 2 more likes until we get to 10 likes. Let's get to 10 likes. How's everybody doing? I know you guys want to click that like button. Just scroll your mouse. It really helps out. Welcome to everybody that's joining the stream that's just joined. It's about 4 a.m. in the capital of Kiev, where you're getting live images right now from the capital. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Crosby. There were strikes at the bottom left 2 minutes ago. I did see a flashing light there. I did see a flashing light. So, again, this is from the capital. Alice broke. Guys, let's get 2 more likes. I know there's 21 of us. Let's get 2 more likes. We've seen a flash in the bottom left corner. It looks like a strike in the capital. It's about 4 a.m. and we tend to see these strikes more frequently in the later hours of the night. Usually between now and 6 or 7 a.m. is when we see the heaviest amount of airstrikes. So we will see how this night's looking. I know 2 nights ago when we were streaming, it was pretty rough. At 3:54, so about 3 minutes ago, Crosby, that you seen the airstrike? Was it towards the back that you seen the airstrike? Welcome for all of you that are joining new. 3 more likes and we get to 15 likes, guys. Help us out. Try and click that like button if you can. Only a click away. Doesn't cost you anything. So we see it looks like an airstrike on the bottom left camera there, as noted by one of our viewers, Crosby. Let's see if we can get into contact with, on Discord, the person that we have in Kiev. See if there's any updates as to the damage caused by that strike. Or maybe if we can get a live video from the actual ground. Perp! Welcome back, Perp! Way in the back, 2 explosions. Welcome back, Perp! Thank you for joining the stream again. I should see an extra like come in because you just joined. So we should be at 16, Perp. Welcome to everybody that's joined the stream. Nice to see you all again. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that last debate. Game Changer says Ukraine needs stuff in the sky from anywhere. Biden. So you want, you're talking about enforcing a curfew, right? Or air curfew. Nobody, guys have to get this. Nobody is going to get involved on the ground. No country, no military. Just so you guys know, again, we had detected about 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, we detected an airstrike, bottom left camera there. Again, it's in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. 3 more likes and we're at 20. Who's going to do the honor? How's it going, Perb? How's your day? Crosby's our eye keeper there. You keep an eye on where things are happening. Jerry, welcome back to the screen. Hello, Jerry. How are you? There we go. 20 likes. You guys are doing good. Again, guys, all of these cameras, except for the top left corner on Kiev, the top left is on the outskirts of the capital. Alice has had some real keyboard warriors on here the other night. I know. It got tense. It got tense the other day. Welcome, Hodler. Welcome back. Guys, 4 more likes and we're at 25, 30 of you. Let's 4 of you do the honor. We'll give you a clap. Yeah, so there was an airstrike, it looks like about 5 minutes ago. It looks like bottom left camera, which is in Kiev. So those airstrikes are continuing. Perp says, not too bad. Sun is out today, which is nice. It's been raining for days. You know what? Believe it or not, Perp, I'm in Canada, but we had snow for the last couple of days, and today it was beautiful. Everything melted, and it was just a really nice weather. Hodler, everyone like and share. Absolutely. Listen to Hodler, guys. We're at 24 likes. 6 more likes until we get to 30. Who's going to get us to 25? Who's going to get us to 25? I know one of you will. It's right now 4 a.m. in the capital. I know most of you probably know this, but in about 4 hours, the curfew will be lifted. Although I usually tend to watch the cameras at night, because that's usually when you have the most airstrikes, I enjoy watching them during the day a bit more because you can see where the strikes are. Jerry, yes, us funny. US funny, or US funny. Yeah, so Jerry, were you there the other day when we had the nice debate? Jacob, I don't think I've been here in a couple of days. What's new? So Jacob, in terms of what's new with Ukraine, the capital has been basically surrounded by Russian troops. There was 2 days ago when we went live last, there was insane airstrikes. Total number of casualties, last I checked before I came on the stream, was about 14,000 based on official numbers. Obviously, the numbers are probably a lot higher. About 3 million people have left Ukraine, like refugees. And we're talking $130 billion, guys, in damage. It's crazy. 4 more likes until we get to 30. Who's going to give us the 4 likes? Ivan! Welcome back, Ivan. Nice to see you again. Quack, how's it going, everybody? It's going great, Quack. How are you doing? Quack, you planning to do another debate? Maybe we'll do another debate later tonight if we have the, have some excited and motivated debaters. Raptor, welcome back to the chat. Nice to see you again. U.S. politicians want war because they benefit financially. I say put the guns in their hands and send them over to fight the world's other crooked politicians. Yeah, it's easy to say things. Ivan, did something happen when I was not here? So Ivan, a little while ago there was an airstrike, bottom left camera, which is in Kiev. So we caught it on cam. 2 more likes until we get to 30. This is saying let's get those likes rolling. So yeah, it's 4 a.m. 2 more likes and we get to 30, guys. 51 of us. Please click that like button if you can. It really helps out. Maybe I need to put a pin note. John, welcome back to the screen. Fine, I will click like. You're clicking the like with an attitude, John, eh? Raptor, hit that like button, y'all. Listen to Raptor. He knows what he's talking about. Nicola, good morning, Newsgeek. Good morning, Nicola. Nice to see you back. Well, you guys really listen when I say that like button. 1 more like and we're at 35. Is the camera, Ivan says, is the camera that is full of smoke? Thanks, Nicola, for clicking the like button. I appreciate it. So, if Ivan, are you talking about bottom left corner? Only 5 more likes. Oh, Tim says, there you go, 35. 37, Tim, just because you said that. Maybe every time you mention the number, we go up like a couple. 1 more like until we get to 40. Nicola. Oh, thanks, Nicola, for that thumbs up. Alice, hopefully the next debate has some intelligent guests. I heard that, man. Some there were some intelligent people in there. I do have to say that there were a lot of people that really went emotionally in and just kind of started throwing blabber, but it was interesting. I enjoyed listening to it. Sometimes I enjoy people, like, seeing kind of what people think and how they think. Only 1 more like until we get to 40, Jerry. Not quite at 40, but we're close. It's 4:05 right now in the capital Ukraine, Kiev, guys. You're seeing it in the camera. We just seen an airstrike, I would say about 6 minutes, no, more now, 10 minutes ago, in the bottom left corner there, if you hadn't seen it. RC, welcome back to the stream. What's happening, guys? Well, we're watching the capital again. We've seen an airstrike at the bottom left corner. Peace. Hello, Peace. Hello, Peace says hello, people. Hello to you too, Peace. How's it going? Peace, you gotta click the like button. You know that rule, right? Robert, bottom left camera. Does that look to the north, south, east, or west? I will re-verify that for you, Robert. I'll let you know in a second. All right, 2 more likes until we get to 45 likes. Who's gonna do the honor? Oh, 2 people did the honor. West. Okay, I'm trying to find out which angle that camera is in the bottom left corner. Jerry says next hour is prime strike time. Yeah, Jerry. Honestly, to be honest, like between 4 and 6 is like when we tend to get the most airstrikes. So I would not be shocked if you're right. The next hour is strike time. 3 more likes until we get to 50. Peace just did. Thanks, Peace. I appreciate you. Click that like button. You were great. Jerry, we normally see at that time. You're right, Jerry. At these hours, normally right before the 6 a.m. is when we get the most airstrikes. Like the day we streamed last, we had at one time, like just within this, like a couple of seconds, 15 airstrikes, and we had the live. Coincidentally, we had somebody live in Kiev that videotaped those strikes, like on their phone, and they sent it to the Discord. If you want to see them, you're just curious, kind of see what the strikes were looking like, you can join on the Discord. They're in the general chat. 4 more likes until we get to 50. So RC, I hate prime strike time. So sad. I know we say it like it's exciting. It's not. It's for the people that are living there. It's the toughest time of the night. Hodler says, so the camera on the bottom is facing southeast. 3 more likes and we get to 50. 2 more likes and we get to 50. You guys are doing awesome. Thanks so much for joining the stream, being here. On 1 more like until we get to 50. So what's everyone up to? Where's everybody from? Do you guys enjoy the debate we had last time? Robert, southeast. Thank you. You're very welcome, Robert. Happy to get you the information. Jerry. Yeah, not funny. It's sad people suffer. Absolutely. It's easy when you're so far to say, let's see some action or whatever, but it's people's lives on the line. Game changer. My grandson, quarterback, and I are here. Quarterback says, glory to Ukraine. Oh, your grandson. That's awesome. Well, let's say hello to your grandson. 51 likes, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm sure we will get to 55 in no time. Nicola, I'm from Bournemouth, England. Well, thank you. Alice, I remember you're from BC. Nicola, it's so sad. Yeah, absolutely. Only 4 more likes until we get to 55. It is sad. I know. You know what, guys? It's do you guys see an end to this conflict soon? I did read a report recently that the negotiations that were going on between the Ukrainian side and the Russian side actually did better yesterday than they had done over the last while. So maybe that's a little bit of hope for everybody. But with that said, there were still a ton of airstrikes yesterday. And like I said, the total damage up to this point, up to the last I checked, is $130 billion. It's just so hard to imagine that such a huge number. Such insane amount of damage. Nicola, I pray for Ukraine. Quack, guys, all like and make sure share. But the like button should get destroyed. Yes, guys, destroy that like button. Right? Move your mouse and like double click it. No, don't double click it. That would be like a like and a dislike. No, just click it. Jerry, you seen that? Top right camera. Yep, I'm seeing it now. You can hear audio, by the way, from that camera as well. This is like the car. Okay, he's stopping. Jerry, what did he see? I didn't pick it up. Guys, 2 more likes until we get to 55. Let's do it. Nicholas says, I do see an end. Please, God. Thanks so much, Nicola. Nicola is reminding you guys to click the like button, as I am as well. Thanks, Nicola. We can hear that bomb. I do feel that the area at the bottom left corner is something important because there's always cars patrolling it. A big flash. Jerry says he's seen a big flash at the bottom, top left corner. Perp says, I have a feeling Putin will have a temper tantrum and nuke them all. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I don't know. I just see him. I know he does get upset and can react. I just don't see the nuke coming out unless there's another country involved. And it really pisses them off. Guys, it's 4:10 right now in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. And only 3 likes away, guys, from 60. So let's do that. RC says, it's unfortunate that people cannot have calm debates, political debates. It got intense last night. I remember. RC, I know it got intense, those debates. But you know what? That's part of it, right? You know, people talk from emotions, right? It's so hard to get somebody that will talk just based on facts and based on, wisdom. A lot of people talk from their heart. It just shows how much love they have. And, it's a hard topic to be neutral on. I can tell you that. Blue Rose, hello, welcome back, Blue Rose. Nice to see you again. Blue Rose says, did you hear about the Iran attack with a missile to the U.S. base in Iran? No, I did not hear about that. When did that happen? Guys, 1 more like until we get to 60. Who's the special person that's going to click that button? Ivan says, yes, I know it's sad. And I think China's going to invade Taiwan, but he's going to try and make the invasion more fast and try not to commit the same mistakes as Russia. Ivan, do you really think China's going to invade Taiwan? I really feel like they're just teasing. I really don't think China will invade Taiwan. A lot of people have went up, against my view. I just think if they were going to invade Taiwan, they would have done it a long time ago. John says, Ukraine is too close to Russia to nuke. I agree with that 100%. But again, if they feel they are at risk of losing this war, I do think then they may consider it. Blue, did you hear about the Iran? I read that. Nicola, so sorry I missed that last night. Oh my God, Nicola, you lost. It was like the craziest debate ever. Tim, whatever the opinions, at least they're talking. Absolutely. And that's the thing. I like the discussions. I love the discussions, even if I don't agree with what's one side or another. Or I think sometimes those, like I said, the discussions are made. There's no facts there. It's just nice sometimes for you to hear how the other side is thinking. To be fair, the Russian side, I thought they would be really hostile in the situation, and they seemed a lot calmer. So maybe because they're not the ones being attacked. Alice says the debaters were gun token Trumpsters. I did notice it was shifting towards a U.S. political debate, like a Democrat-Republican thing, and I really didn't want that to happen, but you know what, it happened. But I tried to keep pushing it back. Guys, 5 more likes and we get to 70. Let's get to 70 likes. John, Iran attacked last night. I did not know that. Were there any American casualties? Because then it would really be all over the place. Jerry, today morning, Iran missiles. I did not know about that. I'm going to look into that. Guys, 5 more likes until we get to 70. Let's get to 70 likes. Let me read this Iran missile attack. So they attacked. Where did Iran attack? Man, the United States is not a place to joke with, to be honest, though. Like, Iran claims responsibility for missile barrage near U.S. consulate in northern Iraq. Okay, guys, that's not Iran attacking the U.S. Come on, you guys know better. So they attacked a place near the consulate, and there was some shrapnel that hit the consulate. It wasn't like they were targeting American soldiers or the American consulate, and it's on Iraq. It's not even so. I don't know if I would consider that a real attack. U.S. may respond, but even if the United States does respond, they're going to respond to Iraq. They're not going to respond to Iran. 4 more likes until we get to 75. You guys are awesome. Blue, I hit the like button. Thanks so much, Blue. Nicola. Hello, Bella. How are you? I did not see Bella join in here. Maybe I missed the chat. Ruptor. Gun-toting Trumpsters don't steal elections or sell Putin uranium. I don't know. You're talking about Biden, right, Raptor? Guys, 1 more like until we get to 75. Let's do it. John, but Russia and Iran are allies. Yeah, they are allies, but again, I don't think, even for your closest ally, you're not going to get into war with the United States. Tim, I just heard shell fire. Tim, you're not in Ukraine, right? You're hearing it on the audio here. Sorry, guys, it's so hard for me to talk and listen like exactly. So if you hear something, let me know. Blue Rose, let's. Oh, Blue Rose, you're in Bella. I did not know that. North Spider, Iraq missiles weren't even on the MSM today. Yeah, they weren't targeting American soldiers. They hit a place next to the consulate, and there was some shrapnel that broke some of the windows. Did you hear Russia, Quack says, did you hear Russia hit army storage for Ukraine military that came from US? I did. And I think you're going to see more of that as the system, as the air missile systems, defense systems, the Ukrainian ones are shot down, and they will be. And we've seen, though, the targets for those in the last couple of days. It was crazy, the number of airstrikes. Guys, 80 likes, and we've been stuck at 80 likes for a few minutes. Let's go ahead and push past those. Funny Shorts, liked. Thanks so much, Funny Shorts. You're awesome. I appreciate it. John says, you're doing Discord again. Discord again. Yes, Jay, we are doing Discord. Just needs a couple of minutes to get things rolling, and we get the numbers up. If there's like 500 of us, we'll get a debate started again. Jay, they don't want war with us. No, they don't. No, they don't want war with the United States, for sure. No. 2 more likes until 85. Democrats, Raptor says, Democrats love Putin. Just ask Hillary Clinton. Whatever Democrats accuse others of, they're doing. I do think it's all politics, Raptor. A Democrat or a Republican. I think there's some things that are bigger than the political party that's in charge. Nicola, so sorry, Bella. I am in a lot of pain. I hope you're okay, Nicola. Everything okay? Jay, I'm in it already. I was there last night. In the debate, Jay, it's my Twisted. You were in the debate, Jay? Nicola, I'm in disabled pain bad. I hope you're okay, Nicola. Hope everything is okay. 2 more likes until we get to 90. John, Iran fired a missile, something about 2 people dying in Syria caused by. So they do this proxy war thing, John. They attack like this middle ground where nobody is. Like, same thing that happened last time in Iraq, right? When the U.S. killed like Iranian general, and then Iran bombed like something in the United States or something in Iraq also. They're both bombing Iraq technically. Tim, sorry, my mistake. It was right side. I that's what I thought I saw, Tim. But when he said left, I don't know. Lakar checking in and like number 85, 88. Lakar, 88, and welcome for joining back. Thank you for joining back. 2 more likes and we get to 90, Lakar. Jay, they are trying to hide the Hunter collision with Russia. Ivan, Syrian mercenaries are going to come from Middle East and participate in urban warfare, says the news. Yeah, Ivan, I would not be shocked because they have a lot of experience in that. So I would not be shocked if Russia uses them. Plus, technically in Russia, like, they owe it to Russia. Because Russia's been fighting in the Syrian war, so with the Syrian regime. Jay says, yes, it's me, Twisted. I was there with y'all the other night. Oh, Twisted! Gotcha. Game changer. A 10-year-old boy in Ukraine is as priceless as my 10-year-old grandson. What happens to humanity? I know. A lot. Unfortunately, during times of war, nothing has any value, even human life, unfortunately. 4 more likes until we get to 95. Nicola, thank you. God bless you, Bella. Blue, I've noticed that all the movies on TV recently are apocalyptic or the end of days movies. Man, that's because that's what people are watching now because they think it might come close. So sick, sorry. Yo, I admire your attitude. You keep it real in hard times. So sick. Thanks so much for the compliment there. I appreciate it. Guys, 91 likes, 4 likes until we get to 95. 100 likes would be like, I'd be so happy right now. And then I wouldn't be happy because I'd probably want 105. Welcome to all of you that are joining new. Right now it's about 4:15 in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. We did see some airstrikes just a little while ago in the capital. We're not sure the extent of damage, but what we can tell you is up to this point since the beginning of the war, about $135 billion worth of damage to Ukraine. Funny shorts. If Putin failed this bad in his backyard, he'll get his arse handed to him by the West. Golem looks weaker every day. So, the funny thing is, funny shorts, I agree with you that Russia looks so weak right now. I'm not going to lie. Like, they can't even capture Kiev. But the thing is, are they going all out? And I always wonder this. Like, I'm like, could they bomb more and they're trying to avoid, for example, infrastructure damage? Or is this really the maximum they can? Jay, movies are apocalyptic because it is MK Ultra predictive programming, getting you subconsciously ready for the real apocalypse. Let's hope that's not the case, Jay. I really hope you're not right. Guys, 5 more likes until we get 100. Raptor, I trust, I'm not going to say that. So you trust everybody more than a Democrat or a Republican. I do agree that politics has gotten so dirty, it's hard to trust anybody right now. Nicola, your channel is brilliant, News Geek. You explain everything. I'm really happy that I'm able to provide you guys with something you enjoy and keeping you up to date with what's happening on the ground. Jay, which is why they need help from other countries. They put it all in our faces. Wake up, people. Hoddle, sup? What's up, Hoddle? How's it going? Maybe we'll soon, if we get to past 500 people watching, we'll start a debate. 2 more likes, guys, until we get to 100. Let's do that. Dennis, the light in the bottom left is the same than yesterday. So, John, does it look the same? So I'm guessing then it's a place where there's a light lit up. I'm not sure. John, at least you keep it real rather than a lot of fake news. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? That is why I try to do this. It's so easy to try and all the media right now are giving you their version of what's happening on the ground. I'm trying to give you guys, the way it is, and then you make that decision. It's unfortunate that doesn't exist now. It does not. The media is so corrupt right now. Everybody's trying to get their own version of the story. It's strange that the like thing is not showing for me the way I would have liked. Perfect. So yeah, that's kind of what I try to do. I'm doing my best, guys. I know I work 12-hour shifts and I get busy, but I do try to always keep you guys up to date with what's happening. I really do my best, and I hope you guys can appreciate that. Yeah, guys, we're almost at 110 likes. Let's get 110. Push through it. Let's see, who are we at here? Jay, Russia needs the help from other countries, is what I mean. I agree with you, Jay. Russia does need some help from other countries. But what I can tell you also is that the whole world needs help from other countries. And if anything, Russia is less dependent on other countries. Not because they're better, but because they're used to being sanctioned. Like, look at the price of oil right now in Canada and the United States and Europe. It's outrageous. But in Russia, it's cheap. So, I don't know. Zorzi0. Welcome to the stream, Zorzi0. I think it's the first time I see your name. I'm not sure if you've been here before. But this is the first time I see the name. And you say, Zorzi0, I really do hope Russia gets their land back with little human losses. I mean, war is horrible, but he has a point. Putin is smart, but also evil. And the other ways to do things, I don't agree with the choice. So, Zorzi0, you agree with the score on Ukraine? Karen, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. The funny thing, people still don't understand that Russians using all the old military equipment. See, that's the thing. I mean, look, Karen, I agree with you. It does seem like that they're using old equipment, but don't you think that's ruining their reputation as a military power? Like, they're always trying to compare themselves to the United States, but then you look so weak when you can't take over supposedly a developing military. So I don't know if this backfired or poor planning or they just don't care how the world sees them. They do seem like they care. I see that. Like, they're always competing with the US. But then they look so weak if they're really using that strategy. Purple says Russia should just go home and light a blunt. Might help them relax. You don't want to tell that in front of Putin's face, Purple. I don't know what he'd do to you. I'm sure it wouldn't be nice. Yes, I agree with you, Karen. That's what Nicola says. Guys, we're so close to 110 likes. Let's get to 110 likes. Lakar. Oh, sorry, Ivan. Oh my God, you guys are talking too fast for me. Ivan says, I'm receiving in my YouTube recommendation a lot of videos of alien conspiracy videos. I think you do too. Unless, Ivan, you're interested in this stuff and YouTube's kind of figured out what you enjoy watching. Lakar says, I really think it's so easy to watch this channel because everybody's open-minded and just want the truth. Because if we weren't curious, we wouldn't all be here. I agree with you. I think people look for the truth. I think we have come to an era, a time where we know that the media, your standard TV channels are not giving you the full picture. And I think that's why people try to find that picture on their own. Zorzi0, Hamilton. Oh, you're not too far off, Zorzi. You're in Canada as well. Nicola says, definitely in News Geek. Robbie says, Putin is a loser. Now, just so you guys know, you can have a nice green with a nice little logo like Robbie if you become a member. So sick, sorry, bro. They obviously corrupt their. Where are we, guys? I keep sliding. They obviously corrupt their own military. Maybe, but I do think that, come on, like, there's 2 million Russian soldiers. It's not 1 or 2 that you can corrupt. Guys, let's try and get at least 4 more likes, and we get to 120. I'd be happy. XRP says, sad, it is going to be a long time before we find the truth about all of this. Australia looks on it, disbelief. Our thoughts are with all. Appreciate your live coverage. You're very welcome, XRP. Happy to give you guys the live images. And by the way, congratulations on the win for XRP cryptocurrency on the dismissal of trying to prevent the fair notice defense by the SEC. If you guys know what that is, you are amazing. It's 4:30 right now, guys, in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. And guys, as you guys can see, you're getting live images from the capital from a lot of different 4 different cameras to be specific. We do tend, over the last couple of days, to get airstrikes between 4:30 and 6 to 6:30. So if you guys see anything that I'm trying to read your text, so I'm not paying as much attention to the chat. So if you see something, let me know. Or to the cameras. Guys, 7 more likes and we are at 130. I know 7 of you are really itching to click that like button, so go ahead and click it. Jay says, oil is, guys, I might have to like scroll to the bottom so I can catch up. The Konkian. Welcome to the chat, first of all. I'm close to Halliburton. Funny Short says, Russia apparently have 15% more nukes than the United States. They're using all the old failing machines, which is making them look weaker. But again, funny, I'll tell you a couple of things. First of all, the number of nukes you have right now doesn't matter because it only takes a certain amount of nukes to destroy the world. It's the precision that these nukes are that makes a difference on to whether a country is strong or not. So that's one. And 2, I don't know, is it backfiring though? like for you to look weak just so you can clear up your old military equipment, is it worth it? Especially for Russia. I mean, they really care about the way the world perceives them. They want to be seen as strong, competitive to the United States. Blue Rose says they killed a U.S. news reporter in Ukraine today. I did not know that, Blue. Which city? Akash, welcome back to the stream, my moderator. Guys, don't forget to press that like button and share the live updates with your friends. Absolutely, guys. Listen to Akash. He knows what he's talking about. Except for you, 1:30 here in Australia. Concon, 10:30 here. Tim, you are more impartial and objective than CNN, BBC, Sky. Well, that's my goal, honestly. I want to give you guys, the picture as clear as I can. Now, nobody's completely impartial. I do believe that. You'll always sway towards one side or another, but I do strive to be as neutral as I can. Stardom Williams, welcome back, Stardom. Nice to see you again. You're the only live viewer with sound. Thanks for that. Oh, I'm happy to be able to talk to you guys and give you my view. Jay says, oil is bad because we are buying from Russia, which is why their gas is cheap, because it's their oil gas. And if we don't stop supporting them on oil, they will use the money to upgrade the military. Jay, I agree with you, but here's the thing. It's easy to say that, but look at the prices of gas. I mean, I'm struggling. I can tell you, people in Canada, my family members, everybody here, $2 a liter. Come on. We can't. It's too much. Even in the United States, you're talking $8 a gallon. You stop buying Russian oil. Yes, we do support, we don't want this war to keep going on forever. Absolutely. We want an end to this war. We don't want any casualties. But is making people starve the solution? It's outrageous. The price of food is just insane. You're talking like a pound of tomatoes is like $2.50. Like that means a kilogram of tomatoes is like $5. That's not sustainable. I mean, even for us. So there has to be a better way than just banning oil when you know you need it so bad. Jay, again, we are buying oil at 170 a barrel. No, just so you know, Jay, right now we're not buying it from Russia. It's banned. I know in Canada it's banned. In the United States it's banned. They're not buying Russian oil. But I don't know if it's fixing anything. We'll see. Blue, it says the news reporters were leaving Kiev and got ambushed. Are you sure they died, Blue? I see in that video a couple of days ago that there was a news reporters that were ambushed, and I read two sides. One side was saying that was the Ukrainians thought they were the Russian spies trying to enter Kiev, and then the other side was saying that it was Russian troops that attacked them. So I don't know. Akash says, Akash is my mod. Akash says, what do you guys think? Will this war make the world environment friendly since people will now start thinking of ways to replace fuel? I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Guys, 135 likes. Only 5 likes until we get to 140. Push through it. Push through it. I don't think so. It's short term, I don't think so. Long term, maybe. But really, do we want this war to stay on for years so that it starts to make an environmental impact? John says, oh my God, you guys are fast at typing. John says, Canada does not buy Russian oil. I agree. That's what I just said, John. You're right. Absolutely. They recently stopped. And I think even the United States. Karen says, it's just part of the plan. They don't want to show the world real power of their military. They keep away new equipment. But Karen, Russia is not a country that is humble by any means in terms of showing their military power. They like being seen as a military power. They like being compared to the United States. They always say that we have nuclear weapons. So wouldn't you want to show that you're strong? I don't know. I feel like, in my mind, that was one way. That's how you show you're strong. Especially if you want to make an example of Ukraine for other countries. And they're threatening other countries. Claire said, yes, one reporter has died and one is in surgery. Thank you for confirming that, Claire. Do you know what channel he worked for? News station? Alice, feels like the start of a depression. I actually was reading about that, Alice. That it is looking like that. Blue says, yes, but today one died. He was a famous reporter and it happened today. I did not know that. I honestly did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. Guys, 141 likes, only 9 likes until we get to 150 and 145 of us, which is amazing. So let's get those 9 likes. Funny Short says, fun fact: the price of oil is near enough what it was 10 years ago. Yeah, that's what the one that you remember when that happened though. You say so it's as high as it was 10 years ago. Well, what happened 10 years ago? It was near the time of the war on. No, was it the war in Iraq? No, that was like 20 years ago. Where are we, guys? I'm trying to catch up. You guys are fast. John says, no, they stopped buying Russian oil in 2019. Really? John, I thought they stopped recently. I was reading about it recently. Igot, welcome back to the chat. $3.68 to $4 in the US. By the way, God, it depends on which state you are in. I think somebody said that in California it was like $7 or $8. Claire says, Brent Renaud was killed by Russian forces in Ukraine's city of Irpin. He was award-winning. Thank you for letting us know. Claire, do you know what channel he was working for or newspaper? Robbie says, Alice, start of mania. Wind creates whirlwind and tornado. Alice, its best forces are in Moscow. You're talking about the best Russian forces. 144, only 6 to go until we get to 150. The Konkian. Oh my God, you guys are fast. I paid $5.50 and I lost exactly at ABC. It depends on the states. I know some states it's like $7 or $8 a gallon. It's insane. Robbie, depression in Russia, mania in the West. I don't know, man. The world needs to just calm down. I mean, we're going through COVID, for God's sake. It's already tough. See, Star says in San Diego it's $7. That's exactly what I was saying, Star. It's not $4 all over the place. I wonder where it was $4. I forgot which one of you guys mentioned it was. Akash, guys, please don't forget to put a like to the stream. We are spreading your word. We are spreading your word. Working day and night, providing at your door non-commercial real updates. Absolutely. Akash, thank you for making it clear. Guys, click that like button. It really helps us out. Jerry, so he worked for CNN. That's really unfortunate. Really sad. Why couldn't the journalists have been from CNBC or CNN? Lacar, thanks so much for the donation. I appreciate it very, very much. That's so nice of you. Jay says, CNN Crazy News Network. But still, man, he's a reporter. Nicole, thank you for what you are doing, mods. Thank you, Nicole, for the kind gesture and the kind comment there. Tan says, I'm tired of everyone being so scared of Putin. F that guy. Tanner, it's easy to say that, and I do get the frustration, but we gotta remember Russia has nukes, and they're willing to use them. And the Russian people, I don't know the Russian people, but the people that I've interviewed on this channel are with Putin. So this is not a Putin decision. It may have been a Putin decision, I should clarify, but this was, there was some consensus and support from Russian people. I can tell you that because I brought them on and we had a debate the other day, and nearly every Russian, and it doesn't sound like they're doing it out of fear. It sounds like they do have firm belief that this was going to happen, this needed to happen. So it's not just Putin. Just saying, and I don't know all of the Russians, but the people that I've interviewed a couple of days ago, there were like 4 of them, and everybody was with the decision. So I don't know. Tanner, so what will nuke his? We will nuke. But Tanner, then you end the world. Like, is it? I don't know. Do you follow a crazy man? If Putin is seen as a crazy man, he's seen as a crazy man. Do you follow him down a hole, and then it falls on top of you and him, or do you just? I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is, but I'm sure it isn't to go into a nuclear war. Guys, click the like button if you haven't clicked it yet. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being in the stream. Egot says, yep, it all depends on the state you're in. Exactly, Egot. Yeah, it depends. I know in Canada it's crazy expensive, more expensive than any probably state. Like I said, we're at $2 a liter. Jay says, they are not dumb enough to use nukes. Trust me. I know they're not. Jay, I shouldn't say I know. I think they're not. I think they're not. I think the only time, Jay, that Russia will use nukes is if they feel like their country's livelihood or is at risk. Raptor says, I went back. I'm going to just skip that. Tanner says he dies too. So as long as Putin dies, we can all die. Is that what you're saying, Tanner? I don't know. I don't know if that's like a wise thing. John, I'm not afraid of Putin. It's not being about I'm not afraid of Putin or nukes. I have already died before and came back to life. Yeah, John, I agree with you. Maybe you're not, but there's people that have kids and families, and I don't know. It's like ending the planet worth, your someone's ego. I don't know. I don't think it. I don't think it is. Igat, I like where Russia put out the video on their Spanaut that landed in the airport. But they didn't talk to Russia on the media. The Spanaut got ambushed by Ukrainian police. So that I do know that the Ukrainians are giving the Russian forces bang for their buck. Tobacco says, Geek man, I can't find my glasses. Look, you know where you need to look, Tobacco? In the couch, right in between that, spot right at the back. Look well there. Claire, there's so many similarities. All the people around Trump have been indicted, or are in jail for following him so closely. Robbie says, if I was Russian, I would leave the country now. Why? Jay, thanks so much for the donation. I really, really appreciate it, Jay. And Jay says, and even if Putin uses nuclear, they would be shot out in the sky by our solar space station or with anti-air missile systems. See, that's the thing, Jay. And that's why Russia does not want those air defense systems in Ukraine. They know if the United States has a base or NATO has a base, their nuclear weapons are not going to be as effective. That's why they attacked Ukraine. I think that is part of the reason. And I don't think they will attack the United States directly. They'll probably attack American bases that are all over in that area. Jason, tactical nukes aren't out of question. That is not. But again, if technical nukes are used, they're gonna be used only in Ukraine. I don't think Russia will risk attacking a NATO country. No way. I think they know that will 100% be war. Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, please click the like button. It really helps us out. Really, really helps us out. And we really appreciate it. Rob Tor, a former Russian businessman, put a price on Putin's head. He was kidnapped by KGB and they took all his money. That's the stupidest thing ever. Why would you put a price on Putin's head? Putin has all the money in the world. He'd probably pay the guy that was going to do that. He has control over his entire country. He moved the military. Ivan, if Putin dies, who's going to replace him? And I agree with you, Ivan, on that. Like, we've seen a lot of leaders, they get replaced with even worse leaders. Raptor, Putin was scared of Trump. I think, Raptor, though, the world was scared of Trump. Anybody that's unpredictable is scary. Putin is unpredictable. He was unpredictable in this war. Everybody saw the troops amass on the border with Ukraine, and they couldn't be definitely, they said we were almost sure, but they couldn't be 100% sure he was going to go into Ukraine, even though everything signaled it. But because he's unpredictable. And that's why everybody's scared of him nuking, because he's unpredictable. Like, he's crazy enough to do something stupid like that. Ishak, posting will be replaced by, Dennis, Medvedev. What about Medvedev, Dennis? Claire, good question. Where are we here? Igot, last night, Ukraine's military captured Russian special electronic warfare equipment. Igot, what does that equipment do? What does that electronic warfare equipment do? Guys, if you're not click the like button, go ham. Click the like button. Go crazy on the like button. I give you permission. Let's go crazy. Andy, welcome to the stream. Following Russian law, if Putin dies, the next in line is his Secretary of State for 90 days until election is held. So, Andy, who's his Secretary of State? And what's his state of mind? Is he going to be just another Putin or even worse? Reptor says, Democrats hate Trump because Trump loves America. I think some people would disagree with you, Reptor. I think everybody at some point looks after their own benefit as well. I don't think it's fair to say that Trump didn't look after his own benefit as well as he was president. I just think, no, that's why every single president that has taken leadership since the beginning of time is nearly a millionaire in the United States. And let me give you a statistic. And this the only person that, to be fair, broke the statistic was Trump. But every single president-elect that ran for election in the United States in their entire history, whoever had paid more for campaigning has always won the election. Every single time. This is a piece of information for you, and you can go verify that. I took that in a specific course called Media Literacy. And it just talked exactly about that. And the vast majority, and Congress, and there's a lot, even about pharmaceutical companies, but I'm not going to get into that. Jay, can I be moderator? Jay, join on Discord and message me on Discord, and we will talk. The Chunchins, John, no, he doesn't. Lakar, there's people in Putin's circle that can remove him. Russian tradition usually will show the ruler his grave or offer them to retire. Yeah, if they were going to do that, Lakar, though, they would have probably done that before the beginning of this war. Oh my God, Jay, you're so nice. Thanks so much for the donation, Jay. I really appreciate it. Jay says, Trump gave up all his earnings to his kids and didn't take money from the government, so they couldn't control him. He truly cared about this nation. Go look at it. Go look it up. I said that, though, I do know that the only person that broke that rule where he didn't pay the most and still won was Trump. But again, I don't know. It's hard to... I do see when people love somebody or when they vote for a president, it's like they only see the good. And I do agree that there's some good in every president, but you also have to see the bad. You know, nobody is a complete package, unfortunately. Not a single president is a complete package. Everybody has, you know, scuffles here and there. Jack, this is what I researched and found out on paper. Vladimir Putin would be replaced by Mikhail Mishustin as president of Russia if Putin dies or leaves office. So, Jackie, how good is Mikhail? Is he another Putin? The reason why Russia can't use their air force with precision is because Russian jets rely on U.S. military satellite GPSs. And this is what I've been saying. Man, the other day I was thinking, I'm like, all these countries are selling medical equipment and supplies to other countries. But think about it. We're in an age of technology. So they can sell you the best military gear. I'm sure they have a secret code or something they can put in that disables all of the military equipment. That's why cyber war is a real thing nowadays. Everything relies on GPS and internet, Bluetooth. Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, let's go crazy on the like button. Please, 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 help us out. Let's go crazy on the like button. We're 189. I think we could reach 200. Let's do it. If you haven't clicked the like button, 312 of you, click the like button. Okay, so if any of you, I'm going to do something here, guys. I'm going to try and set up Discord so that you guys can talk. Okay? Hold with me for 1 minute. I'm going to set up Discord and we will start a full-on conversation and you can talk. I see a lot of opinions on here and I'm really excited to hear what you have to say. Chat is getting insanely hard to follow. Blue says, I don't think Jay should be a mod. He's getting mad at me already. Let's see. What did it say? So, look, people will disagree with you and that's okay as long as it's respectful. I don't see any swearing. Again, it's my mods are keeping an eye on the chat, I assume. Right, Noodles and Akash? Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, go ham on the like button. You guys are getting live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, right now. It's about 5 o'clock. These are the hours that we normally get the highest amount, the most intense airstrikes. I did hear something a little while ago. I don't know if somebody caught an airstrike. But yes, these are the toughest hours of the night. So if you've not clicked the like button, please click the like button. Support this channel. Share it on your Twitter, Facebook, with your grandma, with your neighbor, all that good stuff. So Tobacco says, Jay took a bite out of my donut. Jay, buy your own donut, Jay. No, Jay's not. I'm just joking, guys. You guys are awesome. I just asked Blue if he would rather the lunatic in the White House since he said he don't like Trump. Don't see how I was mad. No, it's okay, guys. You'll have discussions. It's okay. As long as there's no swearing, no hurt feelings. Don't get your feelings hurt, people. Accept opposite opinion. It's okay. Claire, what is the feel here? Is it quiet at all? So, Claire, to be honest with you, we've had some airstrikes, but it is roughly quiet compared to the last couple of days. The other day, the last time I streamed, there were 15 strikes in the same second. There's a video. I had somebody in stream that was in Kiev, videotaped on his phone and put it in the Discord. It was just insane. Insane. So if you want to see the video, you can. It's in the general chat in Discord. But yeah, so I'm not seeing that big of an intensity. Although I am still seeing airstrikes. I do notice, though, that they try to go on the end of the night towards, like, right before morning pulls up. So I do expect that we're likely going to see, and I've noticed this over time, that this is always the time that we see the highest amount of airstrikes. Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, let's do that. The Chunchuk, if your feeling gets hurt, you need to leave and toughen up. I wouldn't say leave, but guys, nobody's going to agree with you 100%. Claire, thank you for your coverage. Claire, I'm really happy to provide you guys with live coverage. I am. And even my opinion. Although I know some people don't agree necessarily with it. But I do try and give you the full picture as it sits. As neutral as I possibly can. As neutral as I possibly can. Igot says, Russia is using old World War II intelligence tactics and communication because they don't have the logistics and advanced communication centralized. Other communications being interrupted. Igot, I think... in addition to that, or perhaps even more important to that, I think the fact that their Air Force does not have full control of the air is what's really screwing them over. The air defense systems, I think, in Ukraine are actually hitting them hard. Somebody saw something on the top left corner. What did we see? Lady, thank you for joining the stream, by the way. And what did you see on the top left corner? I did not notice. I was reading your chats. Ivan says, Blue says, I have my reasons why I support Biden. I don't need to explain to anyone on here. No, you don't. And that's your right. You don't have to say anything, really. And I'm sure you're not alone. You're not alone. They've won the elections. So, and I'm sure there's people that really feel why, they don't support the Democrats. Ivan says, yeah, but now the Taliban are armed to the teeth with modern U.S. equipment. All thanks to Biden. So, Ivan, though, how long are the U.S. Army going to stay in Afghanistan? At some point, the people decide. I do have that belief that at some point, the people decide what they want. And they're not always going to want what you want. And why should U.S. soldiers die for another country? If you are always the middleman, it's like kids, right? If you're always monitoring them, they'll never get used to working with each other. Sometimes you got to let them fight it up a little bit, and then they'll learn to settle. Theo, thumbs up, nice stream. Thanks, Theo, appreciate it. Thank you for joining. The People UK, good morning, the People UK. How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. Lady says, flash is about 30 seconds. DS, 30 seconds ago. So guys, we're getting flashes. It's top left corner, right there, lady. Why Trump followers are pro-Russian communists. Weird. Blue. RC, thank us. Essa Smokin. Welcome to the stream. They didn't get much. They did. Essa, if you're talking about the military equipment that they left in Afghanistan, most of them were destroyed as far as the videos that came out. PE says, Trump negotiated the withdrawal, right, and Biden pulls us out. I don't think these things happen instantly. One president, we're pulling out, we're gone. I think these are after president. It's like Obama. A lot of people talk about Obama and the economy, and he destroyed the U.S. economy or whatever it was. But yeah, when you do something, it takes time to implement. And I'm not pro or against Obama or Biden or Trump, but I do think that people sometimes lack patience and they just want things to happen instantly. And it doesn't work like that, right? You got to build the business. You got to build companies. You got to hire people. It takes time. Nicola, good morning from the UK. Good morning, Nicola. Blue says, Jay, to each their own with their opinions. Thanks, Blue. That's right, exactly. We won't always agree, but we can at least talk about disagreeing. Great riff. Share says Obama was a fool. We disagree on that point. I don't think he was a complete. I think he spoke wise. I don't know if everything he did was great. But he sounded wise. What happened behind the scene? I wasn't there. Claire says, this was turned into another American politics. This has turned into a channel. I wanted to know about this. What is going on in Ukraine? I do agree with you, Claire. We keep getting drifted back to U.S. politics. I know, and I keep trying to pull us back. Okay, guys, we're back. Live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, where right now it's about 5 a.m. 5 a.m. in the capital. Just so you guys know, the curfew is imposed right now in the capital until 8 in the morning. So there's still curfew for another couple of hours. So I'm going to start ignoring U.S. politics questions because it's really getting crazy. And let's try and focus on it. I promise. Heather, welcome back to the stream. Good evening from South Texas. Good morning, Heather. Lady, there was a flash before the patrols showed up. Lady, which screen did we have the flash? So, guys, it seems like we have another airstrike. It seems like we have another airstrike. Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, do that. Yeah, I just heard something as well. I just heard something. So that place, it seems like a weird place because we always get cars that just park and nobody leaves. So I assume it's something is there. They do. Blue says, yeah, those cars are weird. They are. They are. Absolutely. Guys, for those of you that are interested in this political debate about what's happening in the United States, I will, once we get close to the American elections, we'll do a full debate between whoever wants to say, and we'll live stream. But now we're focused on Ukraine. Did you hear that? So Nicole says, I heard that. Alice says, bombs are dropping. Yeah, I did hear it as well. It appears like a bomb drop. They bang me. Yep. And it looks like it's coming from the bottom left corner camera. Again, it's in Kiev. If you've not clicked the like button, guys, please, please, please do that. Guys, so you guys are getting live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, right now. Again, it's about 5 a.m. right now. 5 minutes to 5. 5 minutes to 5 a.m. In the capital. It's crazy, yeah. So we are getting more airstrikes, and again, these are the times that we normally see more airstrikes. PE, I read that there's Chinese reporters embedded within Russian troops and they are reporting the Russian propaganda. I don't know about that, PE. Supposedly what I heard was that Russian troops, all of them had their phones taken away before they entered into Ukraine. So I don't know about that. Everything's possible. But to be fair, we're not getting any footage from the Russian side. Nothing. No footage from the Russian side. That's what's happening on the front line. So I do have a feeling that that might be accurate, that all of their phones were taken away. Nicola says, I see fire. Nicola, where do you see? Are you talking about the bottom left corner, Nicola? That you're seeing fires? Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, please, please, please do that. 250 Gaming. Welcome to the stream, 250 Gaming. It says, damn, they waiting until everyone's asleep to drop bombs. What a bunch of cowards. So yeah, guys, these are the hours that we normally get the heaviest amount of airstrikes. Normally it is between 5 and 7, like somewhere in between there. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I see exactly towards the right? So there's a fire. You guys can see it there. To the bottom right corner, you can see a fire there. Lady says, bottom right. Tim says, just above the Geek logo, there's fire. Yeah, I see it. I see exactly what you guys are talking about. So if you haven't seen it, guys, there's a fire right there. You can see it. It appears like that was an airstrike. Guys, if you've not yet clicked the like button, please, please, please click the like button. It really helps us out. Yeah. So we kept hearing a couple of bombs, and then now we see that fire. You see, Claire says, I have been watching the lights in the bottom right, and minutes have been coming up. I see the fire. Yep, it is clear now. The people of UK says, from COVID, Raccoon City to Russia, the elites are trying to take control. Please wake up. Ishak says, Russia is trading TV dinners to see in China. Jay, are you sure it's that one that's been there? Bottom right corner, Lakar. Lakar, bottom right corner. Guys, for those of you that are in the stream that have not clicked that subscribe button, please do that. Please click the subscribe button. It really helps us out. Helps grow the channel. Lady, yes, the fire was there for the last hour. But it was after those strikes, lady, right? Russia, no more weapons. They asked China for help. So this is the light that's been there for a while. But we did hear airstrikes. I did hear them. The bottom, sorry, bottom right. No, not the bottom left, guys. Bottom right corner. Sean says, I also heard Ukraine has destroyed so many tanks and Apex, and they're begging China for some more. It's not a fire, I promise you all. Fabio Neves, I am in favor of Russia. I will split the country terrorist world, in danger of chemical weapons in the middle. So much missiles once summoned. All right, guys. You guys are getting live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, right now as we speak. Yeah, Discord. So I will be launching Discord. I'll try and get it set up right now so we can have a discussion if anybody has any opinions or if anybody has information from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. So I'm gonna get that all rolling for you guys, and we'll get you guys updated. Also, there is somebody that had messaged me some videos, so we'll see if we can get that set up for you guys as well. Just bear with me for a little bit while I get things rolling and set up, okay? So again, what you're seeing, guys, there is live images, cameras from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, as we approach 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Again, the curfew is still imposed for another 3 more hours, and these are normally the hours where we get the heaviest airstrikes. So let's hope that things are calmer today than they had been over the last couple of days. And we'll get the Discord all set up for you guys. But if you guys have not clicked the like button, please, please, please go ahead and click that like button. All right. I hope the audio is good for you guys. Claire says movement to the top right. Top left, sorry. That seems like a critical site there, the top left, guys. Don't you agree? 240 likes. 10 more and we get to 250. Let's do that, guys. Let's get to 250 likes. I'm just getting the Discord all set up for you guys. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, guys. You might hear my voice coming in and out. I'm just trying to kind of fix things up as we go. Rich says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Rich. Nice to see you again. The Chunchian, I support Ukraine. Jay, welcome. Jay says, okay, people, catch you all later. Until then, be well. Take care, Jay. Nice. Thank you for coming in. Heather, is the bottom left camera working? Because that was definitely a fire, and I don't see any movement on the feed. Heather, it is working. It is working. I will recheck as well, but it is working. By your own names, if it goes forward, we will destroy the United States together with Russia and Japan. It got that is false information. Taliban advanced technology and weapons. They have weapons and vehicles that are multiple.
There we go.
Yeah, it's working. See, you still movement on the bottom. Oh, somebody's already in the stream. Yeah. Okay, so you guys, if you'd like to speak, Clay, like and subscribe. Lori, thanks, Clay. Thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate it. Big flash bottom right. So that was a strike at the bottom right corner, it looks like. Yep, that was a strike at the bottom right corner. Are we able to repeat that just so we can see how strong that strike was?
Bottom corner?
Bottom right corner. Bottom right. Yep. Guys, there was a strike. Do we have contact with the person in Kiev? Or the person that was on the stream in Kiev? So that was an explosion bottom right corner in Kiev, the capital. Again, as we approach 6 a.m., normally these are the times we get the heaviest amount of airstrikes. Explosion, yeah?
There you go.
All right, guys. I know there's a good chunk of you that are in the Discord right now. Feel free, but you gotta be respectful, guys. I don't like muting people. I don't like taking people, but if I have to, I will. Let's try and be respectful. If you have not yet clicked that like button, please do that. We just heard an explosion at the bottom right corner camera, which is again in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Right now it's 5 a.m. For those of you that are on Discord, welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the live stream. Ivan says explosion in the sky. I think those Ivan are air defense systems, Ukrainian air defense systems. All right, you guys. Yeah. Guys, if you've not clicked the like button, please do that. And again, if you're in Discord and you want to talk, feel free to turn on your mic and you can come up. Nicola, hello, Nicola. Oh, we have Optum. Welcome back. Hello, Optum. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for joining. Jay says, I'm in the Discord. I'm hype. Hyde from the 70s show. Oh, I see you, Hyde. I see you. Do you want to talk? Ivan, hello, new guy. Yes, hello. Guys, only 9 likes and we get to 270 likes. Let's do that. I know you guys can do that. Where are the explosions? Bottom right corner. Blue. Bottom right corner. That's where we've seen the explosions. I will see if we can back up a little bit shortly. Again, guys, getting live images from the capital. Oh, guys, 260. Awesome. Only 10 more likes and we get to 270. It would be awesome if we can get to 300. Well, it's 40 likes away. You guys are so close. Space is in the chat, or in the Discord chat. Space, are you here? You have Jay says you have server muted.
No. They're muted.
What?
The members.
So they are muted. They've muted themselves. No, he's muted. Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll open it up now, guys. We'll open it up. My apologies. Okay, thank you. All right, guys. Again, you're getting live images from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Right now, it is almost 5:10 in the capital. We just seen some airstrikes a little while ago.
I didn't see anything like that. I'm looking at all 4 cameras the entire time, and I haven't seen shit. I haven't seen any rockets. I haven't seen any rockets come down. No fire or anything like from the sky landing on anything. So like, I don't know what y'all are seeing.
I sure hope the street cleaning guy's okay. He holds that city together.
I want to know who that is at the top left corner, who those people are. They've been there for like, since the stream started.
That area at the bottom top left corner is really active. I've seen so many times where there's vehicles that just park there for hours, nobody leaves. And people come out with flashlights looking
Has
for
any of you seen the pictures of Russian troops being transported in garbage?
Hilarious.
I did not see that. Is there
It's like a Scooby-Doo van.
See, look, there goes the lights again. Look, yeah, they're fucking. I wonder if that's like military insurgents or some shit, like for Ukraine, because like they've been there and now they're leaving.
That is that
top
site.
left.
Yeah, that site is always active. There's always a car or somebody watching. So I wouldn't be shocked. I know a lot of people have said there could be patrol vehicles that are security related. Yeah,
That's what I was thinking, because I mean, I wouldn't see why they would be out there on the road if there's a curfew, unless they're military.
Yeah.
I would imagine that more trusted militia would be allowed to go around at night.
Eminem, by the way, your mic's muted, buddy. I think you might need to unmute yourself.
Which one of us? Not me.
No, Eminem.
Yeah, that's right.
He could be in mute and just using sign language.
Maybe he just wants to.
Oh shit! Well, turn your video on so we can see your sign language that I don't understand.
Guys, 7 more likes and we're going to 70. Let's do it.
Now here's the thing: if they can't take the city, or if it takes them too long to actually take it over, it will just break the military.
But
His military is already like questioning why the fuck they're doing that in the first place. They don't even want to do this shit. They don't even know why the fuck he didn't. Look, another thing is like he's starving them so that they'll fucking go and be forced to loot people's homes and shit like that and get food. So like he's not even.
Also, he's not paying them.
Guys,
So they're hungry, demoralized, and not paid. That's a bad combo.
Yeah, what happens when you starve? What happens when you start starving your own people? They turn on you.
Imagine all that, plus they go in the dump truck, and like, are we in a fucking dump truck? And they just literally dump them into the damn battlefield.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hell no, I'm out of here.
Just because I know there's younger people sometimes here, so I know you.
Oh yeah, my bad.
But
I do that too much, so I'll do my best.
that's okay. I know it can slide sometimes, but try as best as you can.
The hell?
Yep.
Don't get a picture of the Scooby-Doo mobile they're riding around in.
So some people though were saying, I did read, or somebody, I think it was a Russian that came on the chat, that was saying that there could be a strategy that they're not going to Kiev, because the vast majority of the Ukrainian army right now is trying to defend this capital supposedly. But so they're keeping most of their forces in the capital, and that's giving Russians the opportunity to capture all these cities around, because there's not as much of the Ukrainian military. So I don't know how accurate that is, but that was one of the strategies. Apparently somebody that said that could be a strategy.
Hey Stu, your mic is muted. I don't know if you're aware of that. I know you were speaking last night, so I wasn't sure if you did that on purpose.
No, I wasn't speaking last night, but I appreciate it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
Afton says
No problem.
capturing the Kiev is no goal for Russian military.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say, you keep fucking, this, how do I say this? When you start, you gotta think of these like Putin doesn't even care about his own like military. Like he's just treating them like cattle and sending them out there to the slaughter. What he doesn't realize is when you starve the dog for so long, the dog's gonna turn around and bite you back. So like, I mean, and that's any human. I don't care what fucking part of the world you're in. I don't care how crazy you are. Like they're gonna turn on him eventually if he doesn't like.
He's giving thousands of kids who are not getting paid or fed guns who are starting to hate him. So
But
I think this is going to.
Do they matter is the real question. Does he have enough troops, highly skilled, with the real Russian equipment, supposedly, the modern Russian technology, still in Russia, there to protect him?
Modern Russian technology is pretty dilapidated. It doesn't matter.
I have heard rumors, and I actually looked some of this up. They actually have, and I wish Damon was here because he would know more about it. But they actually have hypersonic missiles, supposedly, that are actually high tech, and they also have an undetectable EMP. But I don't know if they ever got that fucking bomb completed yet or not.
Why would they use a hypersonic missile? Those things are supposed to dodge air defenses. They're like a regular missile would be enough.
I don't know.
Right now.
I don't know. That's just what I read.
2 seconds. So Ivan is saying, I have news that the Ukrainian army has destroyed Russian pontoon bridge near Hostomel. So
Get them.
Good.
So
what them Ukrainians are bad motherfuckers, boy.
I did read, but again, these are a lot of these reports.
Have you seen the Polish? The Polish right now, the only thing keeping them from joining the Ukrainians right now is NATO. Like the Polish were treated like garbage under the Russians, and they're like foaming at the mouth to get in this fight and help them out.
Yeah.
For some payback, yeah.
I wouldn't believe though that. So I'm just to be clear that a lot of information has come out. Even the 50-mile long convoy, there was information earlier on a few days ago that half of it was destroyed. So it's hard to tell. I don't want anybody to think that this is confirmed information, but these are some of the reports. Guys, again, for those in the stream that have not clicked the like button, let's do that, guys. Keep pushing that like button so we can grow the stream.
Hey, Geek, I noticed earlier you were like, oh, I need somebody like, I guess you're a little bit behind on likes. What is your like showing for you? Because I'm seeing 268 currently.
Me too. I'm seeing 268. Let me refresh here.
I might be a little bit behind you guys.
I got a commercial.
Now you're at 269.
So yeah, it is.
Nice. Oh. Now if we get 6,000 more likes, that'll be great.
I love a good 69, especially when there's two involved. Get it?
69, 69.
Guys, watch the legend. I really want to try and stay as child safe as possible.
Say nothing bad. I just said I like the number 69 with the two in front of it.
We're on the live stream. I didn't.
Oh yeah, oh, crap. That's right. I forgot they could hear us.
Gotta be a good boy.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta put.
My bad. I forgot.
I'm watching a lot of. Oh, sorry. You go.
I was just gonna say I muted the live stream because it's echoing, so I could hear you guys in Discord. So I forgot we were to be heard. Sorry about that.
So did you see that picture of Putin in a? It was a green screened background, and it was some bizarre. Yeah, did you see that? Where his hands clipping through the microphone? Like, I don't know. It's like his hands clipping through a microphone. Like he's not there.
Is there any way you could maybe obtain an image and send that, like a still image? That'd be great. I mean, I believe it because, I mean, the media does a lot of fakery over the years, especially like, and this is a little off topic, but it's just an example of fakery. Like the whole moon landing way back when, they said we landed on the moon, but yet the flag that they had embedded into the ground was moving around like there was wind, and there's no wind out there in outer space. So, I mean, it's torrential wind, or there's it's not the same wind. Like that was all staged. Everything you see on the media is staged. Like none of that stuff's real. That's why that's why I'm looking at this live stream, and I'm not. Every live stream I've seen, I haven't seen any. Like you would think if there's an invasion, you would see people just constantly shooting back and forth at each other, and Russians running down the road, and
here it is. I found it. Hold on.
It's you guys gotta remember this. I'm just gonna mute just the server for 2 seconds so I can talk a little bit on the stream, and then I'll.
All right, no problem.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, thank you for all of you guys that have just joined the stream. You guys are getting live images and cameras from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, right now. We had seen a couple of airstrikes. It looks like. I know again, it's in the night, right? So it's hard to kind of tell where these airstrikes are. Sometimes it's even hard to detect whether it's somebody that just turned their light on or an airstrike. So. Take everything with a bit of a grain of salt until we get some confirmed information. What's confirmed? Do you guys want to find out what's confirmed? 14,000 people dead. Apparently, this is confirmed by both Russian and Ukrainian sources. Obviously, the numbers vary between the two, but the minimum is 14,000 people dead, about 2,000 injured, and the total amount of damage in Ukraine right now is at $130 billion. That is confirmed information. Everything else that you hear will be from, not necessarily a 100% reliable source. Even the videos. I know there's been a lot of videos circulating over the last while. Some of these videos are outdated. Some are from completely different wars. So look at everything with a censored eye. Not everything you'll see is 100% accurate. With that said, you guys are not going to see battles in the middle of the city right now, right? This is in the capital, Ukraine, in the middle of the city. The vast majority of these battles are happening on the outskirts, right? As the Russian forces are attempting to push in. Keep in mind as well that Ukraine and the Ukrainian military, which the vast majority of is in Kiev, and this is confirmed by Ukrainian leadership, that the vast majority of the Ukrainian army right now sits in Kiev. So they're trying to protect the outlines, and they have the vast majority of their air defense systems in the capital to try and protect the capital. If the capital falls, this war is over. For now, at least the initial goals of the Russian leadership have been accomplished. The fall of Ukraine. The only reason they wanted to go into the capital, according to Russian sources, and again, this is not me, this is what the Russian sources and media are saying, the only reason they want to go in is because they want to change Ukraine's leadership. So they want to change the president and all of those that are under him. They want to make sure they follow the Russians to the T. So if they capture the capital, which is the hub, the center where their parliament buildings lie, they can attempt to do that. And even as per, like I said, the Ukrainian leadership, if the capital falls, Ukraine falls. So, with that said, they're defending the capital as hard as they can. They have air defense systems, and because they have the air defense systems that were sent to them by the United States, primarily the Sting missiles, they're handheld supposedly, and were trained. Ukrainian soldiers were trained on them, and I believe they're low. I think it's 2 miles or something. Their range. Anyways, because they have the Russian Air Force are not able to enter into the capital too deep. They can't get in. They can't get in with helicopters, and they can't get in with their standard airplanes. So you get an occasional plane that is able to escape into Kiev airspace, and you'll hear the sirens when that happens. They go in, they bomb a site, and they run back. So even the airstrikes are inconsistent. Now, boost your volume, Geek. Am I low? Now, if at some point you start to see massive airstrikes on the capital, left and right, you know that the vast majority of the air defense systems that are under the control of the Ukrainian army in Kiev have been taken down. That's how you know that Russian forces are going to move into the capital. And that's when you'll start to seeing gun battles on the streets and all of that. But as far as things sit right now, it's a pretty slow, you'll see a lot of flares, you're going to see a lot of lights flashing, and it's because it's that back and forth. You're going to see some air defense systems fly. You're going to see lights flying up in the sky. Those are the Ukrainian air defense systems trying to target Russian planes, drones that are trying to enter into the airspace. But it's not a full-on war in the capital yet. Now, there's various moments in time where we've thought, we're close, we're right there. I know last stream, we started, all of a sudden within 5 minutes, we were getting like 30 airstrikes. There's strikes, and then you're seeing bombs go off. And then I don't know if you guys have seen, again, the video in the Discord, but, from the person in Kiev, just every 2 seconds you got a bomb falling. We thought that at that time, okay, Russian forces are trying to make that push. But I don't think that is the case yet. It got sent a message in Discord, and we'll talk about it. Ivan says the Ukrainian capital is going to get encircled and be. So the Ukrainian capital, Kiev, right now is encircled. The only breathing room is in the south. And the long convoy that we were hearing about was heading directly there. So once they capture the south, Spiritual says, you got her there. We'll talk about it. So once they capture the south, then officially Kiev's under siege. Now, what the Russian forces are going to do with that, because if you're trying to besiege the people in Kiev, you're going to have a hard time doing it because they're going to last a long time. Can the Russian forces last months out on the outskirts of Kiev, getting shot down like they're birds, and getting all their tanks and stuff shut down? It's not really a comfortable spot. And then you got to make sure that the soldiers are getting food, they're getting gas. So it's not an ideal situation for Russian soldiers either. So it's tough on both sides. But I just wanted to tell you guys, this is why you're not seeing fires every 2 seconds. You're not going to see, give you a bit of an explain time as to why you're not seeing street fights, you're not seeing battles on the road, you're not seeing all these explosions. It's because we're still all these battles on the outskirts. Kharkiv on the outskirts, Lviv on the outskirts. All these are outskirts of Kiev. And we have 276 likes according to my screen. 4 more likes and we get to 280. And I was really hoping to get to 300. So if you guys want to really, really make me happy, I would really appreciate if you click that like button or share it on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'm just going to focus on the stream for 2 seconds because everybody's been talking and I haven't had a chance to respond for a bit. And then we'll get back to the Discord. Geek Club. Thank you for joining the stream. First of all, let's have an all robot movement. I don't think we have robot soldiers yet. I want to see Germalins and Care Bears in a war backed by Key Club says, how are people in Ukraine getting their drugs? Lots of people probably having withdrawals. I don't know if these are funny comments. Clint, I don't trust Fox News or CNN. I don't think you can trust any news station, to be honest, nowadays. It's really hard to get reliable information. Everybody has a goal. Yeah. John, did you put everyone on mute? I did, John, just for a little bit. I'm going to focus on the chat for a little bit, and then I'll get back and open everything up. I cannot hear you.
Don't worry, I'll keep quiet.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Can everybody in the stream hear me? Lady, thank you for help explaining that. No problem. Happy to give you information. Jay says, I only trust Tucker. Seriously, he's not talking. I know it seems like I talk too much for a second. Jay, we're all still muted. I know, Jay. I will unmute you soon. I just feel like I did neglect the people in the chat, and it's so hard doing both at the same time, so I'm going to kind of shift back and forth. Key Club, no media is trustworthy in this one. Absolutely. Not even just this one, everything pretty much. Rich, I hear you guys. Great. PE, there goes another car. Claire, you're right. Everyone does have an agenda. It's 10:30 at night here, and this is when the news stations try to draw you in. Absolutely. Nobody's going to do anything without a goal, an end goal. Even researchers have an agenda. Jay, I will stay quiet if you unmute me.
Here we go.
Okay, we'll get you.
What's Jay's name?
What's your name?
One. It's gonna be one.
Okay. I can hear you. Al Jazeera is decent. Yeah, it's not bad. Again, I don't believe any single news station has no goal. I think everybody has an objective. Guys, only 2 more likes and we get to 280. Come on, do it. Club says RT got banned. Jay says I will stay. Oh, weird. Heather, I just seen the lower left camera on another page and yours doesn't match. It's getting lighter. Something's wrong with your connection. Let's double check on the connection there. Although the time seems right, it seems to match. We'll figure it out.
You might need to do a refresh on that page.
Let's see. John, I just want to know if my mic works. Oh. Okay. You can check your mic. Just say hello. Donna, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Is it your birthday, Donna? If it is, we gotta sing you all birthday. The birthday song. Yes, Nicola.
If you send me a link to the bottom left camera, I'll see if it's also that color and on my stream.
This right camera?
Yeah. All, guys, this should be good. I just want to check them both.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the bottom left camera, the entire time you've had the stream running, it's like on my end, it's like all white and gray, and there's that light, at the top right corner of the bottom left, and it's been like that the entire time. So I don't know if like anyone else is seeing it more clearly or different, but it looks kind of foggish on my end as well.
That's how it's showing for us as well, but it is live.
Yeah, same for me.
So I'm gonna double check on different sources as well, just to double check.
So the top left corner, the bottom right, what is that light at the bottom right of the top left screen that keeps like dimming?
There's cars that we could go in and out, and there's people that are coming in with
That's
flashlights.
cars, yeah, that's 100%. Those are cars.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Honestly, it's been quite suspicious in that area.
That area is
Yeah.
and that's the area that keeps getting cleaned in the morning. So
Oh, okay. I was wondering what that was.
yeah.
Nobody else spoke on it, so I wasn't sure.
Either it's a car or it's a because the camera is only in one direction, or it's a light that just
Keeps flashing.
yeah.
You would think they would have their cameras kind of moving back and forth to scope more of the area out, but
But then you're suspicious and you don't want to be talking.
Top left corner, it could just be the camera adjusting it a little bit to the brightness.
constantly like that?
Well, my phone camera does that. It just kind of glows in and out like that.
Normally, in the next
All right.
half hour, we start to see daylight. So we will see. Normally, in the next half hour. So at usually close to 6 o'clock, we start to see the daylight kind of start up here. So we'll see it then. We're so close to 300 likes, guys. So close. 20 of you. You guys probably hate me asking for you guys to click the like button. I can imagine. I say it so many times.
I don't know if you got this news yet, but Poland just gave them like 10,000 RPG 76. They're a single fire, single use, lighter version of the RPG 7, and it's just for like this very situation.
So target tanks?
They're not strong enough for like tanks if you use one of them, but they're good for like infantry, vehicles, light armor, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're basically a cheaper version of the RPG.
Yeah, I know what says.
Hmm.
Video is fine. Yeah, video is fine. I checked much. Steven
I find it.
says bombs will start flying around 5:30. I don't know about 5:30, but I know these times between these hours and about 6:30 is usually when it's the most intense. So we will see.
I think it was Laserpig who pointed out that the Russian Air Force probably has some fuel shortages.
There has been reports of fuel shortages for even Russian infantry and their tanks, but like, there was reports as well recently. I read that Russia had established a train for fuel for their forces in around Kiev. So
Yeah, their doctrine has it that they set up refueling points along the way to the objective. So it's like they're supposed to refuel at least once every 12-hour marching day or something like that. And the Ukrainians been blowing those up.
we will see, though. It does seem like Russia still controls the situation on the ground to some degree. I don't think we are at the point where we can say that Ukraine has outperformed Russia. I don't think so. Or that they will win at the end, like the Russian forces will retreat. I think we are at the point where we're saying we thought the Russian forces were going to do better. I think this is kind of the discussion now. You know, Russian forces, we thought they could have done better, but it's not like we, from sort of a neutral position, Russian forces still outperform Ukrainian forces. They have more numbers, they have higher, more equipment, more control of the airspace.
I don't know about. I mean, I don't want to say you're wrong, but didn't like the UK or some EU, part of the EU, just like block off the airspace from Russian threats like the other day?
Not over
They all
Ukraine.
did that.
It was made clear, even by the United States and all of Europe, that they will not intervene in creating a no-fly zone. It was requested by Ukrainian leadership. The president and even the Ukrainian people, a lot of them were saying, put a no-fly zone. But they came out and clearly said, in order for us to enforce a no-fly zone, we would have to join this war, and we're not willing to join this war.
That's messed up, considering Trump made a treaty with Ukraine when he was president, saying that if they had any problems with Russia, we would help them. I think we even signed a contract with them saying that we would help them.
Even
I could be wrong, but
the European Union, like they're part of Europe now. Technically, they're supposed to be protected, but nobody is willing to go into this fight with Russia, no matter what it takes. Again, guys, only 4 likes until we get to 290. I'm really excited for that mark. Let's do it. 404.
I don't understand why they wouldn't, considering Russia's already showed their weakness by not even being able to get to the capital.
The thing is, you could be really, really weak, but you have nuclear weapons, and that's the thing. It's scary. It doesn't mean that they know they can probably outperform Russia if there was a war. But if Russia was to use nuclear weapons, it would lead to a global disaster. So they're trying to avoid poking Russia so that they don't do something stupid. I think that is
poking the bear. Yeah, you're right.
So And Russia, to be honest, I would not be surprised if they got to a point where they felt they would lose this war, that they would use nuclear weapons. And I think if they felt they were threatened by Europe or by NATO, that they would use nuclear weapons. And they know, the Russians and the Russian leadership know that that would mean the end of Russia. But in their mind, it'll mean not just the end of Russia, the end of the world. And we'd rather, in their mind, I imagine, die with their heads up high. You know, that sort of mentality. It's just, there's like 80 of you in here.
I'd like to point out that our anti-missile systems have gotten far better.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's because Trump put $600 billion into our military. So
yeah, the laser systems we got.
I mean, every president has a focus, and I'm not pro or anti-Trump or pro or anti-Biden, but I will say sometimes, you know, you focus on your military, but sometimes that leads to you forgetting about your people too. People want to survive. People want to be able to afford food. People want to have jobs. People want to have homes that are affordable. So, but you just focusing on your military and you're forgetting, you know, people's daily needs. That upsets some people as well. So that's why you have, oh, Heather, thanks so much for the donation. So that's why, you know, you can't see someone as perfect, because everybody will try to focus on one specific task. Oh. And Trump focused on the military. I give him that. But were there other parts?
Well, he was. Go ahead, sorry.
No, were there other parts where he neglected? I want to try to really, we keep skewing into like U.S. politics.
Well, it still ties in. I understand that, but but it ties into all this because, like I said earlier, Biden pulling our military, which, you know, some of our military could have came home, but the way he did it by pulling out military and then leaving wounded troops over there and leaving all of our high advanced technology over there, like weapons and tanks and stuff like that, like $85 billion worth, that made us look completely weak. That's why Putin is doing what he's doing. He didn't do that when Trump was in office, because Trump threatened everyone and said, you know, for every nuke you have, I've got like 12 of them. So I mean, like
it takes, and I was reading the statistics. It takes like 10% of Russia's nuclear weapons to end the world, and it probably takes the same, if not less, of the American nukes to end the world. But at the end of the day, they all have enough nukes to destroy the planet.
Well,
you could have nukes, or you could have 1 million. At the end of the day, all you need are 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever the number is, but it's a lot smaller.
I think it would take.
Won't really end. Their world survived much worse.
Yeah, it would just be like nuclear fallout. It might be the end of humanity, but it won't end the world itself.
Oh, humans way
humanity. I mean, do we want the end of humanity?
Well, no. But I'm just saying it would be the nuclear fallout would be equivalent to basically like what wiped the dinosaurs out with the whole, like, you know, ash and rubble from the volcanic, you know, all that. It'd be the same principle pretty much. Which, yeah, I agree. Like, they don't want all that, but I mean, that's why I said I'm not really too worried about it, because they're never going to hit our soil. So I mean, there's no point.
This is the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, no country wants to use nuclear weapons. I really do believe that even Russia, they're not going to use nuclear weapons. I don't think they want to use nuclear weapons. It would be the end for them as well. They know it. But I think it really comes down to, if you put anybody in a corner, if you put any animal in the corner, they're going to attack. Even if they know they're going to get eaten, you put a rabbit in the corner and there's a lion in front of it, you push it back far enough, it's going to attack.
Hey, look at this vehicle, the top left. What is this little driving awfully slow?
So that top left area keeps getting patrolled.
Okay. Why is it only one? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just going to say, so Huddle says, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And make sure to click that like button and subscribe. Absolutely, guys. If you have any questions to anybody, feel free to ask. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking that we bring up the live map, and we can go over that during the lulls
only 2 more likes and we
things.
get to 290. We've been stuck on it for a while.
You're at 289 right now.
I know. One more.
Yeah, because
says, not crying. People just go too far. Then God, he doesn't do anything stupid and invade. So the
There's
thing is,
some
even-
military
even,
vets.
again,
The
I
channel
really
funk.
trying to avoid this American
Oh,
thing,
he's
but
on.
I really think that at some point that American soldiers would have had to come back from Afghanistan. It was, how long were they in there? Like,
No, I agree with that, but what I'm saying is the way it was done by leaving, like he should have like pulled some of them out and then, or he should have brought the wounded ones home first, then brought at least over half of our gear back over here, and then pulled the rest of them out with the remaining gear that we had, or left a few of them over there just to patrol Afghanistan and make sure nothing gets out of line. But what he did instead was pull all of the healthy, uninjured military vets and brought them back home instead of bringing our injured ones that are over there sick and hurt and can't come back right now. That's what the problem is. And Putin saw that as a weakness, and China is watching what we're going to do.
I don't think. Do you think if the United States wasn't Afghanistan or anything, this war wouldn't have happened? I really have a hard time believing that.
I go look it up. It's facts.
I
It's
think Putin's understanding of the United States military might still is the same. I think everybody,
No.
including Putin, knows that the United States is a strong country. They have, their military capacities is still high. I don't think them leaving Afghanistan meant to anybody in the world that they were weak. They suddenly became weak. Right? They made a political decision to withdraw whatever troops were in Afghanistan. Yeah, maybe they didn't quickly, but it doesn't mean that, suddenly you think the United States is weak just because they pulled their troops from Afghanistan. I think Biden, there's always been this Cold War, right, between Russia and the United States. I don't think it changes anything in Ukraine. Do you think that if the American army was still in Afghanistan, that the U.S. would get involved in this war? They would fight off Russia for Ukraine?
I'm just telling you what Putin said at one point.
Do you think it is wise now? If Biden says, you know what, Putin stepped out of his boundaries, we're gonna get into a war with Russia.
I mean, again, I don't. I think it's why I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean, I feel like even if we did, like I told you all the other night, and you can look all this stuff up and actually don't look at anything from Washington. Like look up stuff that's like that is to be true. We are the most powerful military. We could take China and Russia by ourselves. So I mean, like even if we got involved with Russia, they would not.
Let me agree with you. Let me agree with you. The United States is the strongest military in the world. They can probably, let's assume they can take Russia and China. Do you think that will come without any devastation to the United States?
Of course, there'll be devastation. Of course, I mean, I don't know about devastation. I don't know if there'll be devastation in the U.S., but there'd be devastation around the rest of the world. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I don't think that China, if there is a war, China and Russia are gonna just raise their hands up and be destroyed. They're gonna try, right? And even the United States, Russia does have they have a naval. They do have a navy, and they do have submarines, and they have.
But they don't have
submarines with nuclear capacity. Same goes with China. So,
But here's the thing, and you're right, but here's the thing, like I said the other night, this is all facts, you can look all this up. Even the two military men that were in here agreed with me on this, and they're in the military, so I mean, I'm not saying you don't know anything, I'm just saying they would know more. But like, there's 20 nuclear submarines in the world, and we own 11 of them, so the rest of them that are owned by the other countries wouldn't be able to get to us anyways, because we have 11 of them, so even, it doesn't matter, like we have the biggest...
Which means still about half lie outside, and it sounds like they're going to be, the other half is going to be with Russia and China, right? They're the leading powers outside of the United States.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but as far as Russia's naval influence, like we have they don't have nothing compared to us. We have the most carrier ships, the most naval vessels, everything. Like we have the biggest fleet in the world. Plus, we have Canada's fleet right next to us.
So if I could just get this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I don't think the United States necessarily loses this war.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
What I think, though, there is going to be mass devastation.
1, 2, 3.
I think that disaster will reach the United States. So this is a war.
If the live map is accurate, it looks like
both sides lose. Yes, one side may lose more than the other. I agree, and maybe that side is China and Russia. But the United States will lose a lot. Is it worth the United States getting involved, creating this nuclear war, potentially destroying two major countries, and China is the number one producer in the world for the vast majority of things, right? Everything comes from China. And destroying all that for the sake of getting involved in a war with Ukraine.
I see what you're saying. No, I don't think it's
Are
worth
we
it. No.
trying to minimize the number of casualties or maximize the number of casualties by getting more countries involved? Even if it does, I know it's hard sometimes, our ego, right? You know, if you see Trump is, going into this war, targeting innocents and trying to take over a country that he shouldn't have. But it's the wise thing to do is to create more devastation.
Yeah, I think we're getting off
Even
track
if that
here.
devastation is in China or in Russia, it's still more global devastation. Or could we try?
No, I agree with you.
We will go ahead.
No, I'm saying I agree with you, and I think the other guy's trying to say something.
Oh, me? Yeah, I was looking at the live map, which tracks
Space
progress
Hawk, we
of
can't hear
forces.
Where am
You
I?
can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Better or worse?
Space Hawk,
No, I hear
working, right?
I hear him just fine.
Oh, do you do?
So it looks
so it's
like
not on the screen.
Mariupol, either it's not surrounded as it was before, or I don't know. Like it looks like there's a pretty decent gap of about
Yeah, we can't.
6 miles.
Can you hear him in the stream?
Can't hear me? Hold on. Let me see. I might have accidentally turned down. Testing 1 2 3. Test test.
I hear you.
You can hear me fine, right?
Yep, I've been hearing you. Yeah.
Can you hear him in the stream though? Just
Oh, let me see. I
Not
gotta
in the
unmute the stream.
Yeah, hold on.
guys, 9 more likes and we get to our big number 300. Now,
Yeah, I heard you in the stream, by the way. Yeah. Like I just unmuted the stream and I heard your voice
you
coming
heard
through the stream.
Space Hawks?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I did.
I hear him in
We're getting
Discord
the
as
morning
well.
lights again,
Testing
finally.
1 2 3. Test test test.
Yeah, now it's better, Space Hawk.
All right. So it looks like Mariupol. There's a 6 mile gap right here.
Yours.
So it might not be surrounded.
It's just voice is low here, so it's here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Seeing what? C Kolb or whatever his name is over here. Like, oh, this stream sucks, and it's putting thumbs down, but he's still in here. It's pretty funny.
News Geek, do you know if there's any cameras from Mariupol? Maybe there's something going on there, some action we could see. Hello? Yeah.
I hear you.
And there's troops left.
I think he might be having technical issues. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm
I
going to get back
wonder
to the
if-
stream just for a little bit, and then we'll get back to the chat in Discord.
All right, no problem.
We're sending troops to the city.
Sorry, I'm going to get back to you. I just got to get back to the stream for a second. So, guys, right now it's 15 minutes to 6 a.m. In the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. You're seeing the morning lights start to appear, and finally we can see a bit better, the various different parts of Kiev. If you guys have not clicked that like button, there's only 3 of you, that 3 more of you, and we get to 300. So if you can do that, would be greatly appreciated. We'll try and focus on the chat for a little bit, and then we'll diverge back to Discord. With that said, let's see, lady, thank you. Drop subject. Tommy says, America, the land of the free. Tommy, let's go, Brandon. I know there's a lot of, you will hear a lot of American politics, when it comes to these issues. And it's because of, this tit for tat sort of thing between Russia and the United States. It's been for years and years and years, and since the Cold War, and it continues on today. And as you know, the United States still, the vast majority of the world right now circles around the United States as kind of being this responsive force to Russia, right? Just because of the comparisons in military might, even before this conflict. So you will hear a lot of these comparisons, and unfortunately, you then get into American politics and the Democrats and the Republicans and Trump and Obama and Biden and all that stuff. It's just kind of part of what's, the global politics, I guess. Claire, I kept wondering what the light was. Jay says, let's go. Oh. Lady L says, no, it's the BS on the chat that is making the channel tank. So I'm not gonna lie, I've been just kind of paying attention to the discourse. I'll keep an eye on the chat for a bit. Claire Tennyson says, I wonder as the sun comes up if we will see what that red fire is. I wondered that as well. We'll find out. We thought it seemed almost like it was clearly airstrikes, but maybe it wasn't. Tommy says, it's really daylight there. It is. It is. Usually around this time, close to 6, is when we start to see the daylight. Nicola, I thought it was a fire, but it's not. I still can't tell what it is. Jay says, we are supposed to be big brother. Keep the peace, nations. I think, Jay, that's exactly why a lot of, you have to talk about American politics when things like this happen. Guys, 300 likes. Let's keep moving. I know we can do better. Jay Gold says, any latest news in this night? So, Joe, we had some strikes that appeared, but nothing too crazy tonight. It's been a bit quiet. Herden, lots of American politics, but never take your eye off China. You know what, Herden? Speaking about that, I was reading today, I forget who came out, but like the number one hedge fund, the president of the number one hedge fund, were saying that the United States as a reserve currency is on its path down, and now it's the yen that's on the climb. So, just kind of a piece of information that I read today. Tommy, there's no BS in the chat. Just some people think that it's not okay to think differently. There will be different opinions, and that's okay. That's fine. Guys, let's push for 305 likes. Colin, almost 4 a.m. here. Few more minutes, and it'll be time to sleep. What is sleep, Colin? Nicola, I don't know what it is. Jay says, looks like someone lights, or maybe someone made a fire outside to keep warm. Maybe someone's barbecuing. Hoddle, good morning, Ukraine. Good morning, Hoddle. Rich, almost time for the 6 a.m. sirens and bomb runs. Yeah, it's almost like it's practice. Lacar, do you think it's a fire keeping somebody warm who's holding post? I don't think so. Lacar, I really don't think so. It could be lights. Nicola, yes, it could be that. God bless them. I know it's cold. Maybe. Well, you never know. It was snowing the other day when we watched. So, everything's possible. Predrag, welcome to the chat. Ask people in Nagasaki how look nuke attack. About Nagasaki on the nuke attack. Obviously, I'm sure they didn't like it. There are a lot of people died in that. Tommy, people are wanting to hear about this war, not about American politics as much. I agree with you, lady, on that point. I do think people want to know what's happening on the ground more than American politics. But unfortunately, when you get into discussions, they come up. And, you can't shut people off the discussions. It's part of kind of determining, everybody's goal in here is to determine what caused this war and how can we avoid it. And how can we make it not get worse. And you get into the politics when you start talking about those things. Guys, let's do 5 more likes. We're at 300. We've been at it for a while. Jay says, "Lol, barbecue might as well. That's possible. Last barbecue in before death. Yeah, make some hot dogs." Jay says, "Bus just drove by on left top. Wonder how that is patrol. Seems fishy." Yeah, I don't know. That area has had a lot of buses and a lot of vehicles moving. And like I said, I seen some vehicles that would sit there, park, and nobody would leave. RC, bombs going off a mile away from Kiev Mall. You need to get on that live cam.
I can try here.
We'll try and update the live cam for you guys. See if we can get live cams from different locations. Joe Gold says Russian bus. Nah, not yet. Not yet, Joe. They're not in those areas yet. Jay says maybe they're transporting citizens during night for safety reasons. Jay, I really think those buses are probably carrying soldiers and patrolling the areas, right? Gary, welcome to the chat. Russia has their own national interests in mind for the invasion. For sure. Obviously, yeah, absolutely. Every country that goes into this invasion has their own interest at mind. Obviously, they don't care about the country they're invading. What matters is their own people. Absolutely. Guys, it's about 6 o'clock in the capital, about 10 minutes to 6 in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. We're finally starting to see better images right now from the capital. I do think now the bottom left camera is not working right. So it does look like we're having an issue with the bottom left camera, but we'll get it fixed for you guys. We'll get it fixed for you guys. Don't worry. Again, it's like I said, close to 6. I'm not seeing any airstrikes yet. Normally at around that 6 o'clock, like I forget who said, but around that 6 o'clock is when we start to hear the sirens and we see some strikes. Jay says, yeah, Gary, they want to bring back the Baltic states and bring back Soviet Russia. John says, I think, John, you're talking about the bottom left camera not working? Only 3 more likes until we get to 305. I think the faster we get likes, the more that YouTube helps with the YouTube algorithm. Is that right? I think that's how it works. Tommy Shaw says, I'm wondering why nobody's claiming the U.S. funded biolabs, which is not a conspiracy. Tommy, don't get us into the U.S. Politics again. We just barely escaped. It's okay. Claire says, do you think it's odd that nothing is happening? Claire, I don't think it's odd. I think, look, there was negotiations yesterday, and what I read was they had given, Russia had given Ukraine's leadership certain rules, and they said, if you do these things, we will end this war now. So, don't take my word for it, but maybe, this is going to calm down. Let's hope. Geek, Spirit says, Geek, I left your Discord accidentally. Help. The link is in the description, Spiritual. Jay says it's all propaganda. I would not be shocked. It's the media right now is so hard to believe. I would not be shocked. 2 more likes until 305. Let's do it. Lady, yeah, I watched that View 2 nights ago. All night, it's busy. It's a busy area. Yep, that's right. That's right, lady. Lakar, is cam 1 and 3 one of the same?
No.
No, different areas. But it looks like that one's frozen, so we'll get it fixed for you.
1 and 3 depends.
Oh, 1 and 3 is not frozen.
I'm
No,
looking at 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Depends which way you're looking. Bottom right, if bottom right is 3 or
so
bottom.
if the 3 you're talking about the blurry one, then no, it's not the same as 1. But it's not working right.
They're all not the same.
I'm so glad it's quiet. Please. Yeah, absolutely. RC, clear it's happening, but just not on these camera setup. We'll try and adjust the cameras. I don't think it's happening. Maybe it is, but not to like as crazy of an extent as last time. Matthew, 90% of propaganda from mainstream media. Absolutely.
I can change the camera.
Hurton, everyone expects things to be going on all the time, but war is happening in months and years, not days and hours. I agree, Hurton.
So the bottom left is Kharkiv.
Can we get a whole new set of cameras?
Can we have holes?
We'll update the set of cameras. We got a whole new set for you guys. 2 more likes and we get to 305. Sweet, thanks, bro. Could you make me mod on Discord again, please?
Spiritual?
Yeah, we'll do that. But let's get the cameras all set up first. John, 90% do give them credit. Jay, can you put numbers on the bottom of the camera so we can know which is camera? I agree with you, Jay. When somebody says 1, 2, 3, I'm like, you know, if you count it this way, it's this 1, 2, 3. If you count it the other way, it's a different one. That's 1, 2, 3. We were working on updating the cameras for you guys. Pre-drag. You don't understand anything. Corporations make wars and make money and people die. Think about it. But with the sanctions, pre-drag, our corporations still making money. A lot of them are losing money. Oh, 305. Good job, guys. Thank you for the likes. All right, guys. So we're going to update the cameras for you guys in a minute here. Just bear with us. We'll get you a bigger group of cameras, maybe. We're going to get you cameras from all across the city so you guys can see everything that's happening everywhere. That's okay. Where's my phone? I didn't bring it. Guys, all right, guys. So again, we're just doing some setup of cameras for you guys. I want to give you a better image. Spiritual says, "Be right back." The guy in Discord by the name of Hyde, he ruins your show. The guy's in the red shirt. Is camera 3 in Kharkiv?
So the blurry one is in Kharkiv.
The blurry one is in Kharkiv. Yes. So
Can't
yes.
see it.
Spiritual, the moment you go, it's going to be a full-out war in Kiev. Gary says the U.S. is making a lot of money off arms sales in Ukraine. RC says, Crypto Geek, you need to get on to that live cam above the mall in Kiev.
Yeah,
Lots
that's
of
the one we're going to.
We're going to that right now. We're going to that right now, guys. You're going to get live images from
Actually, we're going to better ones too. They're going to get a bunch.
You guys are going to get like 10 cameras.
And they're actually...
And they're really good cameras from all over. One of them is the mall.
There's a few that move and you'll be able to actually...
And some that are moving, yeah. We're doing our best, guys. We're doing our best. Lakar says, just to be clear, it wasn't the conversation. It was the talking over each other. It was frustrating. I understand. Lakar. The thing is, it's... Again, these are times where people get tense and... I don't like preventing people from expressing themselves as long as you do it respectfully.
Yeah, and the cameras are now...
You guys have now 9 cameras. I hope we get 4 likes and reach 310 as a result. At least. Lady says, you guys are doing terrific. Thanks so much, Lady. I appreciate the kind words. Jay says, wow, that's way better. See, we're working on it. It takes time, but we're working on it. John says, thanks for the camera. You're very welcome, John. RC says, good night, Claire. Good night, Claire. I didn't see that Claire was saying we're going to leave, but this just happens amazing. Claire says, this has been amazing, and thank you for your live coverage of this. I'm jumping off, but before I did, I just want to stay strong and stay. Thanks so much, Claire. You have a great night. Thank you for joining the stream. Nicole, that's brilliant. Thank you. You're very welcome, Nicole. I'm glad you guys are liking this better. And you see, we have some camera that's moving as well, so you guys can get a better image. That's, let's see. The core, yeah, cameras. Yes, cameras, great. 4 more likes and we get to 315. You guys jumped quick there. John says, what the hell is that yellow building? That's the mall, right?
That's the mall.
That's the mall, guys. Jay says, News Geek works for Ukraine. That's why he has cam access. Jay says, joking. Rich, cool. We're able to still see street cleaner cam.
Yeah,
Hope he's okay. Yeah, absolutely. Man, that's the most important camera.
Yeah, we can't forget about that guy, man.
We can't forget about the street cleaner. You gotta respect somebody that goes out and cleans the streets in the middle of war. Ivan says, we have more eyes now. Yes, you do. You have 9 eyes. I have 18 because I wear glasses. Bridget, tell me why they've made so many weapons, all countries in the world. Weapons are made for fighting. Hurton says, off to work now. You guys keep fighting the good fight. True North, strong and free. Well, good luck at work, Hurton. Thank you for joining the stream. Make sure you click the subscribe before you leave and the like button if you haven't done so. Rich says, respect. Respect to you too, Rich. Guys, for those of you that have not clicked the like button, please do that. I mean, the like and subscribe. Please click subscribe. Nicola, the streets cleaning, man, I love him. Yeah, you gotta respect that. Jay says Greek is actually Putin's undercover. Putin, I'm Putin. I wouldn't be talking like this. To see who opposes him. Jay, what's your position on this issue? Perp. For someone who has no idea, can you tell me please what cams are looking at?
There's a lot actually. There's the central bank. There's the polling.
They're on Kiev though.
A big portion. Like there's maybe 1 or 2 that are not.
So one of them is at Central Bank. One is at the mall, city center, major highway, leading a bit to an airport.
Then you have the crossing into Poland, is the bottom right.
The bottom right corner is the crossing into Poland.
Most of them, again, are Kyiv. That's why.
So Geek, News Geek Senior, is stepping away to try and sleep because I have work in the morning. But we will continue our coverage with News Geeks Junior, who's going to give you live information, live coverage, live news of everything that is happening right now and continue this awesome conversation that I'm sure you guys enjoy. If you've not clicked the like button, click that. Continue to support the stream with News Geek Junior. He may be learning a little bit on you guys, but that's okay. If you guys appreciate the stream and want to support us, obviously you can do that through subscribing, sharing the stream, clicking the like button. There is an option to buy me a cup of coffee or support the stream through the super chat and super stickers. You can do that and we appreciate it either way. For now, you guys have an amazing night. And again, our live coverage continues. And we're just changing spokespeople. We'll see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. News Geek Junior will continue the coverage for you guys tonight. You guys have a great night, and I'm out. Take over.
Alright guys, and welcome back to this stream. Of course, a lot of you guys in here actually. Lady L says, thank you, take care, friend. I'll see you. Nicola, goodbye. But again, we're going to be paying close attention to exactly what's going on in Kyiv as of now. Again, there's been, quite significant bombardments over the night as well. I think some of you guys were saying that a lot of them were in the central mall center, which we didn't have a camera as of that time located in that area, but things have changed as of now, and now we do. Rich S says, is it possible that Russian sleeper cells are moving around in civilian cars? You know what? Just to kind of add to that, there has been reports that there's been plenty of Russian, troops trying to go in as civilians into Kyiv and Kharkiv and all of that. So they've been caught where they've tried to do that before. So is it possible? Probably. But is that them that you're seeing? I don't know. Egout says, and listen. Gilbert says, whoa, this conflict/war is a mess. It definitely is a huge mess, actually. It's just all over the place. Just trying to see. All right. So there's been a lot of reports as of now Russia has once again came out and said that they will not be putting in any reserve soldiers. But there's also been reports that a lot of threats by Russia, by Russian forces as well. Here, let's. Oh, JR says, can we get names of areas with the cam number? Like how the bottom right camera says name of area. I can try to do that for you. Yes, I can. I can try to do that for you, Jay. Thank you for the $5. I can here. Let's try and set that up. I don't want to mess up the cameras, but maybe I can find a way to type over them. Give me a few minutes. I'll set that up as well. But as of now, there has been also reports that the Kiev warning that there's going to be several new Russian attacks. They've said that the Russian troops are now preparing for a fresh batch of attacks as people are evacuated from frontline cities via humanitarian crisis. And again, there's a lot of Ukrainian side condemning Russian attacks, especially after that military base that's been targeted. Agat says, it's kind of funny watching Russian military use civilian dump trucks to move their infantry. But that's loud. That's loud. Let me lower that real quick. Agat says, yeah, Russia big in China for military help and supplies. Sad. You guys want to get a debate going again? But again, if we do that, maybe it's better to focus on really Russian. And there's a few questions that we'd be more than happy in getting your opinion on, and maybe again get different opinions on that. And if anybody's in Kiev, we'd be more than happy to bring you on and kind of see the grand perspective of Kiev. Really, again, there's been a lot of people in the chat that have sent us videos as well of exactly what's going on the ground. And so if any of the people that are in Kiev and would like to kind of show how it is on the ground or have anything of that sort, we'd be more than happy to bring you in as well. Let's see if I can find some of that. The Kanukin says, Lakar Williams says, I think the Russians just throwing the kitchen sink at Ukraine at this point. Jay says, we need to sanction China until they stop supporting Putin. That would crumble Russia completely. Jay continues on by saying, then unsanction China after and warn them if they do it like that, we will reapply the sanctions and sort of like a clamp. But the worry is that what if China kind of adjusts? The first time, you catch them off guard. China feels like, dang it, we lost a huge market supply. Now, when you unclamp them, they know that, okay, now we are kind of held. So maybe we should try and, set ourselves up so that if they do it again, that they can't control us and that we're not that impacted. And that's, in the long term, if it happens again, if the U.S. tries to really clamp on China again, then China's like, you know what, we've already prepared for this. We have our alternative route. Kind of like what Russia did during the sanction process. Russia has been sanctioned for a while. There was a Russian that we spoke to earlier, and he said that a lot of, their supplies, like their clothes and like, their wheat and all of that, comes from Russia itself. And why is that? Because they felt the pain of the sanctions earlier, and now they've kind of adjusted to it, and they don't mind if they're sanctioned or not, because they've already found their way out. And maybe that happens, if it happens with China, China's going to be forced to adjust as well. And that, again, long term, really is going to make sanctions, useless for anybody, because everybody's going to know that, sanctions are something that is going to commonly occur. And so let's prepare for it just in case any country tries to sanction us. So every country kind of finds a way away from, you know, a loophole through those sanctions that if it happens to them, they know their way out. John says, that's just stupid. The Kenchuk says, I'm asking why you got a timeout. I didn't time out anybody. It's probably the mods. Agate says, what we need to do is a covert operation and a puppet regime in China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, and what the hell, put Pakistan in there too. Nicholas. Jay says, no, they get 90% of their supply from China, but good point. Spiritual says, I'm back, boys. Welcome back, Spiritual. Jay, yeah. In terms of that 90%, again, as of now, I understand your point, but I'm just saying long term, there is definitely a disadvantage, and it will kind of render sanctioning any country as useless because everybody will have a loophole to it because they'll know what's coming or they'll be preparing for what's coming. Spiritual says, oh, new cameras. Yes, we did go ahead and actually change up the cameras. And this is because a lot of you guys were asking for the central mall camera, the Odessa, Oasis. And so we went ahead and actually changed that for you guys as well. But as of now, guys, oh, what the heck just happened to two of the cameras? Oh, what the heck just happened to three of the cameras? Could they be targeting cameras? I'm joking. Dang, what the heck? Dang, what the heck? Okay, and those cameras are still. Dang it, that's two of the cameras. So at this point, there's a few options. We can go back to this camera setup, or we can kind of stick to this camera setup. I'll let you guys decide as of now, and then maybe as you know that bottom left camera somehow gets fixed. Be better. Dang, that sucks. What the heck? We'll kind of maybe switch through. Nicola says, hi, moderators. Again, there's been a lot of reports of, again, a lot of targeting. Actually, just I'm going to go back to the sanction thing for one moment because I just remembered something. So the U.S. has really threatened ties with China because they feel like Russia's going to use China as its way to sanctions. I'm just adding to the comment that one of you guys made. Forget the name. So in terms of that aspect, somebody mentioned sanctioning China to try and really block Russia because that's kind of their way out. That's Russia's way out is China. There might be some sort of thing going on. Again, I don't know, but I'm just saying because I remember that reading that news. There's been severe targets, guys, on a lot of Ukrainian facilities as of now. By the Russian troops, they've targeted a place near Poland, a military base near Poland, a Ukrainian military base near Poland that was targeted by Russia. They basically targeted a lot of different areas, and on top of that, I do want to add that there's been a lot of military supply targets. You know, a lot of Western countries are sending, a lot of Western European countries are sending troops. As of now, based on Putin's words, he's gotten a chunk. He said, I remember watching one of his conferences, he said something that they've gotten a lot of these, they've been able to kind of cut these supplies off and really take them before they reach the Ukrainian military, and now he's targeting a lot of these facilities that are storing them for the Russians, for the Ukrainian army. Spiritual says they attacked Poland. No, they did not attack Poland. They attacked a Ukrainian base near the Polish border. No, again, if Poland were to get attacked by Russia, expect NATO to join automatically. The US would probably join as well, and that would turn into what we now call as, or what we will be calling as, the final war, World War III. Jay says, can we go back to the other cameras? Yes. You know what? We can go ahead and shift to those other ones. Again, the two right there that you guys see, there's something wrong. I don't even know why those two cameras just automatically turned off for some weird reason. But we'll kind of switch through. Spiritual says, gonna say, what the hell? Where NATO at then? Yeah, again, Poland did not get attacked, but a Ukrainian base near Poland. And that is kind of another scare tactic that they're using to kind of show the world that, listen, we're not scared. Well, they could have really targeted any border, but, I mean, any military base, but they targeted that one. And on top of that, now they're targeting a lot of the supplies that are coming through from mercenaries. And those, again, I've read, I think it was a 10 or 20, something like that, 20 or, I don't remember the exact number, but a chunk of mercenaries being targeted with them. And I think there were like 20 that died, I think. 20 mercenaries that died as well. But I'll get more on that, actually. Supplies. Yeah, again, and really, we've seen something, and this is, I read that as well today, and that is that a lot of Russia was going ahead and sending, or I mean, the U.S. was about to go ahead and send air defense system. They want to send them to the Ukrainians because they know that that's an essential part of really what's going to defend Ukraine. The second those air defense systems of Ukraine goes down, that is the day expect Ukraine to basically be down to the ground. And this is because at that point, Russia is going to dominate the air power, and air power is crucial in times like this. And so they're trying to send them air defense systems. Now, what they said is that they know that there is a chance that these air defense systems could land in Russian hands. And that if they do, it's not good. But they said that, they'd much rather take the risk. Alright guys, yeah, there's a bit of a technical issue here. And I just want to let you guys know that, I don't know, it's been glitching a bit, so if it turns on, expect that we'll come back live on the stream, but Again, Nicola says, "Oh my God, it's illegal here. Read is." Spiritual says, "Yeah, for years." Alice says, "I played a ton of COD. I'm ready to join this war." You think it's a game of Call of Duty? Pull out your controller. That'd be funny. Imagine somebody playing Call of Duty. Again, the cameras are still, as of this point, glitching. And it is currently, in Ukraine, the current time is past 6. So in about, let's have a quick look. It's 6:22. So in about, an hour and a half or so. When are you unmuting Discord? Unmute it in a little bit. Give me a few. And then I'll mute it real quick. You know what? This is what we'll do. I think it's going to disconnect. Yeah, Spiritual says nothing like COD. Nothing like COD. COD is nothing like war. That's what I'm saying. It's not even close. I think the laptop is going to disconnect. So if it does, and we give it 10 minutes, at least that way I know. If it disconnects in 10 minutes, then we'll go ahead and when we start the stream again, we'll do it and we'll open up the mics and we'll start a discussion here and a bit of a debate as well. If it doesn't and it lasts for more than 10 minutes and it doesn't glitch, then we'll go ahead and open the mics as well. But it should. I just want to make sure that I don't open it and then it kind of disconnects halfway through. And that's why I'm waiting a bit. RC says, "May God bless Wally, the famous Canadian sniper. He arrived today." JR says, if you want a real simulation war, play Battlefield. You think so, Battlefield? We'll have to check it. So now we're talking about war simulated games. War simulation games. Not bad. So I think that's the way some of you guys are preparing. You're playing a bit more Call of Duty. All right, so again, there is over the night we've seen a few rockets again go ahead and land, and again this is the morning in Kiev as it hits 6:25, or it's about to hit 6:25. Really, the curfew for the Ukrainians are going to open up in about an hour and a half. So then we'll start to really see people leave and move around Kiev. But as of now, there